with that. With but the Wii U just, dude, they should have skipped that and went to just a handheld.
I would just basically.
I feel like they should have just skipped it and went straight to a handheld.
Yeah. And if I did think he did something like that,
yeah, I agree.
really weird.
It is what it is, though. They finally have the Switch too, so I'm happy to see that. It sort of, in my mind, like, I don't really think the Switch 2 competes really with Steam Deck or Valve's Steam Deck. I really don't think that. You know,
they're not in the same competition. They're completely different devices, really.
Exactly.
You know what?
Exactly. You know, I do believe that they have a place where, like, one complements your PC, you know, while the other is a standalone hardware. That device, piece of hardware that you know, is a handheld specifically for Nintendo and certain third-party products.
Allegedly.
Yeah, but the other one's meant to complement your PC.
There were a few times in the last couple of years that we were like, "Hey, how's that fucking possible?" And he didn't have a review copy. You know, he'd say he didn't have a review copy.
Yeah, welcome everybody. Hope you're having a great day. I'm finally not as wet as I was a few minutes ago. We were hanging outside eating fucking ribs at my house. Me and Robo Taco and Mr. Robo.
You know, do I agree with that? Absolutely not.
Yeah,
did that?
that was a thing.
Looks like. I don't know if he did or not.
We went to a food festival here in Long Island, which was nice.
Pretend to be your friend,
and yeah.
Message you. They don't talk to you.
Yeah, you know, having some friends hang out out of chat, literally.
I only care about other
YouTubers
that actually
that was fun.
So I'm not calling him out. I'm
funny to see that everybody from the chat kind of like lives close to one another.
We're in the same area, like, we're close. It's nice.
There was reviews that made no sense.
And I want to, like, invite everybody to my birthday party who's close from the chat.
So I don't
know, which is the weekend of the 23rd. Hopefully that turns into something. Hopefully it doesn't fucking rain like it be doing all the time.
or saying anything like that. I'm just saying.
You got any smoke effect over there?
And other YouTubers.
What smoke effect?
Myself, of course. I'm not
okay, well then.
Oh, from Canada?
5 to 10 other
yeah.
YouTubers. No, not that I know of.
Me about this
not that I know.
In the past, saying, how the
That's
fuck
good.
does he have a review up if he
yeah, I don't think so.
How the fuck is he dropping?
We're getting rain.
So here's what
getting a lot of rain.
I think would happen, and it happened multiple times where we would get review copies, he wouldn't get it, he'd complain on the internet.
That seems to be the normal weekend
would drop
at this point.
Noon, and somehow he'd have a video out at like 1 o'clock, an hour later, saying that he beat the game early.
Yeah.
Now that's not every time, but it was questionable. It was like, how does this make sense? It didn't add up. So I'm not calling him out or anything. I'm just saying what we saw was not. I don't know. I'm saying allegedly, that's what it looked like. Now I don't know if he'll make a statement on this. He'll probably call me an asshole and he'll never talk to me again. But he hasn't talked to me forever, anyway, so it's not like he gives a fuck about who I am. So if we're in that mood, I don't give a fuck about him either. Then. Jeez. So to me, Dreamcast, it looks like you lied about playing games and you made reviews based on the fact that you wanted.
Jay is a little pissed off
without even playing the fucking games. And I'm not the only YouTuber who feels this
way.
So it is what it is. Do I really care if he's going to say anything about me?
He sounds a little mad.
Do I care if he proves that he played the games? Not really. I'm just telling you what it looked like. You know, it's a shame that we have YouTubers that do that type of thing. He's not the only one. There's other YouTubers, guys, unfortunately, that will make videos.
He is definitely sounding a little
mid.
mid.
The games for 5 seconds.
I ain't gonna lie.
I could name them, but I don't want too many people fucking hating on me at the
I'm
moment.
totally mishearing that. Who's upset?
A Dreamcast guy as well. Be
Let me.
specific.
I'll give you guys a hint.
Oh, about the Switch 2?
No, it's about how certain game journalists don't do the, you know, their full extent of
the internet. Now,
he called out 10 p.m.
last
GameCube Gamecast guy.
Every game I plugged in
Right there, a second ago. He definitely doesn't seem to trust his gameplay. Yeah, he's questioning a lot of what he's saying.
Yeah, you know what?
Well, if it's about the Switch 2 and stuff, I don't think anyone can be properly reviewing the system or the games yet. It's still too new.
I pretty much know every YouTuber.
Like, I mean, I played it for 6 hours, and I barely scratched the surface of what the system is capable of and what the games are capable of doing. So you really don't know enough about the system. And honestly, there really exists only,
the one thing that I have
to be
never
fair,
heard back much from all the
2
YouTubers, and
Switch 2 games that are made with the Switch 2 in mind, compared to, well, actually 3. There's technically 3 if you consider Welcome to Our Game, which I don't. But you're very much in a very, like, weird position with that, because you can't really see what the system is capable of doing beyond what Mario Kart is showing, or what that fast Fusion, I think, is the one that's out.
That seemed to be a good one.
I've helped a lot of YouTubers in the back end.
So, like, those are the only games you have that can really show what the Switch is about. So you don't have a good scope of where the system's going, what it's capable of doing, all the things it can do. Unique features that are on the Joy-Con controllers and all that stuff. You're really not feeling that with Mario Kart. The best game that shows that off is Welcome Tour, but Welcome Tour isn't really a game that is of any value. It's just kind of tech demos. It's really boring.
That sucks. I heard that stuff that was happening.
Beg you to live with you. I'm not kidding about this.
I really heard that was like what's happening.
Crazy shit.
But yeah, if you can't just turn around and make a review for an entire system and the game, and it's like all the games on the system in like 48 hours. If you just can't do it, there's going to be a lot of people that try, but they're going to miss things, or they're basically rushing and they're not getting the feel for it.
Yeah.
Like, you know how some people will sit down and they'll watch an entire series of a television show from beginning to end in a single day. Like, and then afterwards they do a review of it, or like their thoughts on it. It's like, nah, man, you can't do the review yet.
You can't do that type of review, and you need to give it some fucking. You have to give it some fucking time. Yeah, keep going. I want to hear that.
You gotta digest it. That's the way it is.
Yeah.
It's like when there's this one dude that reviews pizza.
Oh yes. Oh, the fucking Dave Portnoy.
So what I'm getting at right now,
he bites the pizza, bites it again, and bites it the third time, whatever, and then he's like, "Yeah, I'm reviewing the pizza now." It's like, no, you're not. You're not reviewing the pizza. You are literally not reviewing pizza. I don't know what you're doing.
I like his reviews because you can tell. Nah, you can tell. There's some stuff, but like you can tell like if a pizza's good or not. You can look at it and deduct whether a pizza's good or not.
You really can't, because what if he gets violently ill from eating that pizza?
Then that would be said. They would come back with that. They would absolutely come back to destroy them with it. If he got violent, but that's because none of it is. Like, if it's bad, he's given really bad reviews. I've seen him give a bad review. I've actually seen
bad reviews too. What if he eats a pizza too quick and he burns his tongue and he can't taste the pizza sauce anymore?
Well, that's on him. He's an idiot. Hey, listen, you can't stop someone from doing stupid.
No, I'm not. Like, it's up to us as viewers to really, question the stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not like going at David, whatever the heck. I don't really care about his pizza.
Yeah. I don't think there is. Yeah.
In the context of like a console reviews and video game reviews, you can't rush a review out. You have to take some time with it. You got to sit there. You got to understand it. You got to figure out what it is.
Yeah.
I've seen people review video games, and I've seen people review first-person shooters and turn around and say, "Oh, that's the first-person shooter I've ever played before." It's like, really? So that's your review is of this game? How can I trust you? It's like reviewing a car, but you've never driven a car before. Like, what am I supposed to get from you?
I feel you on that.
Like language for it.
I feel you on that. Fuck yeah. Yeah, no, you're correct on that. I completely agree with you.
So of course he would.
You can't just make it so that this is the first time you've done something. This is the full review of it, and think like, you know, it's got weight. You know, like so as you were saying with the Dave Portnoy food thing, he's got some weight behind it. You can't just be like
and didn't fucking ask me to say anything.
How should I put it? If you are only playing a game for so short, it's not the same thing as like actually engaging with the hardware and really putting it through a test with the games that you're playing. If you're already saying that you're done testing it, you haven't not at all experimented with settings. You definitely haven't been doing your due diligence on any of like this review. Whatever this review is, you have not enough time to actually fully review it. And that's just flat out.
Like, when's the last time Shady
There's no way.
Game Chasers talk to me?
Yeah, like, if you actually have, like, give me it in a week. At the minimum. Give me 7 full days of grinding on it. Like, I want like 36 hours, 42 hours of actual gameplay. You know what I mean? Straight.
You know? And I'm sure they're going to come
here's
to me
how I
like,
feel when it comes to something like the Switch.
Yeah.
All these people that have done these reviews, okay? Which one of them took the Switch 2 and left it?
I messaged the Game Chasers about something.
It's a portable system. Go on the bus. It's a portable system. Go on the train. It's a portable system. Go to the park.
Yeah, park it up. Yeah.
Go to a restaurant, right? If it's a portable system, you have to test its portability. If it's got multiplayer support, you got to invite a friend over and play 2 controllers at the same time.
I heard you could put them between 2 different switches, like you can mirror the 2 or some shit like that, right?
Absolutely.
And you got to do that stuff. And the problem is,
100%.
I really don't feel like anyone's doing that if they're making the review that quick.
Yeah, no, you have to give it a week or so. Like it's a fact. You're completely correct. And if it's even shorter than that, what would be shorter? What would you be okay with if it was shorter?
The YouTubers I've helped the biggest.
I don't care how long it takes them as long as they do it right. That's all I care about. So if it really does take them 48 hours to do all of that, sure. I just don't think it. I know that I wouldn't be able to do it in 48 hours, and that's me.
And you putting out like a lot of videos, so you would know how long it would take to really reference everything.
Like, okay. Like ballpark this, right? So the Switch 2, first I'm doing it, I'm playing games on it for a full-on day, right? That's straight up as it's going. So the system comes in, let's say you stayed up for the midnight launch, you picked up the console, whatever, you sit back home and you start playing the system. The first thing you're doing, in my opinion, is you're looking at all the settings and you're testing the stuff out. So I'm going through every resolution the system has. I'm looking at every frame rate the system has because it's got multiple. It does 1440p, it does 4K, it does 720, it does 1080. I want to know what resolution it's working at. The next thing that happens, because it's a portable system, is I'm playing the games at different settings, different like resolutions and all that stuff. But I have to play those exact same games in portable mode. That, and then taking it around to places, we're talking 2 or 3 days easy, because you want to take it slow. You want to use the controllers. You want to understand what's going on there. You want to feel how they're playing. You want to do proper testing on that stuff to make sure the stuff that should be working is working the way it's intended. I want to know how long the battery lasts. I want
That's
to know,
a great idea too.
I want to see how fast the internet is, how good eShop is, how fast things download. That's Dave. That's just Dave. We haven't even talked about playing Mario Kart yet in this conversation. Now we're talking about Mario Kart. You want to beat that game. This isn't one of those games that you can't beat. This is a game you can beat fairly easily. I think from what I've seen of it so far, you can clear Mario Kart in a single clip. I don't think it takes longer than a day to
I don't think it takes long either.
Right, so you can play that and really get the full scope of the game, do the open world aspect about it, get depressed because the open world aspect is bad, and then find out the battle mode is also underbaked, just like it was with Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U. So you've got that going on, but you get your game review out there, right? Then you got to look at that one thing that they released, Welcome Tour, which shouldn't take too long, but there's a lot of quizzes and stuff in it, and it's really boring and monotonous and honestly a waste of money, but you can play that, you can get into that, you can see a bit more in there. Then you got to look at Fast. Fast has definitely an under mark of the game, because no one's really paying attention to it. But here's the kick, right? With the Switch 2, I played Cyberpunk 2077, and I want to play more of that on the Switch 2. Because while I was playing it, I noticed something. Did you play Cyberpunk 2077?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, mouse and keyboard?
Yeah, mouse and keyboard.
Okay. When you need to run on Cyberpunk, how do you run?
Shift. Hold shift. Well, I have shift, yeah. Yeah, keep it,
What if you needed to... What if you wanted to move really slow?
Like, really slow? Not
really
crawling or whatnot?
Not crawling.
Just
really
walking. I, change the command button to something else. It could be anything.
It gets a little bit more complicated, right?
Yeah, I can always use like control, and then you could do a control Z or some like that. You could really like do something with it.
Okay, so here's this, all right? What we're talking about is combos and macros and combination buttons to achieve a single goal.
Exactly.
Right? So we're talking WASD, shift, so that's usually your pinky finger on your left hand, and then and then your run or your crouch and all that stuff. Maybe you're pushing some other things, but to move slow and everything is going to require, at the very least, 5 different buttons.
Going to run at 60
Every
or
res.
60 or 30. We're going to see.
Sorry?
I'm sorry if I get interrupted. I was just gonna say, I have a Switch 2. My brother gave me it.
Oh, cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's better than where I think it was. Follow wrong.
Let's go. Let's see.
This is the cool thing I'm talking about with this. So Cyberpunk, right? So you get five fingers to do run, walk, all that stuff. Okay.
I don't want to.
With Cyberpunk 2077 on the Switch 2, because your right Joy-Con can be a mouse, or your left Joy-Con can be a mouse, so they both can be a mouse. It's up to you.
Yeah.
Your other Joy-Con can be movement. So your thumb can run when you push it in, walk when you move it slow, move in all directions. One finger. I want you to think about that. What this game is doing, what this system is doing, is providing you freedom of movement and speed and variations of that for the first time with a mouse all together in one system.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
That's better input than the PC. Once people tune into that, that's going to be a big deal. So, that's Cyberpunk 2077. We're not even talking about backwards compatibility. We're not even talking about any of that stuff that the Switch 2 is capable of. We know right now that Switch 1 games, when in portable mode, run at 720p. Okay, when you play them on the Switch 2, they're running natively on that screen at 1080p. The screen is a 1080p screen, which means that if you were to run any game in the Switch 1 on that screen, it's gonna look muddy. Just a little bit, but it's gonna visually look worse than the Switch 1. But the performance is better on the Switch 2 because it actually runs at a higher frame rate, it's got more performance, it's got more features and abilities. All of this combined, I don't think you're making a Switch 1 review properly in a week.
No way now.
You are out there for a while, right? You gotta play a lot, you gotta feel a lot, you gotta really get into it. So it becomes a very difficult thing. When Nintendo originally sent me the Switch, the original Switch, before it was released, they gave us weeks to play that thing. Weeks to understand what the system was all about. And it still felt like we were rushing a little bit, but we got a video out. I just don't think anyone that is rushing out and doing the reviews...
Appreciate that. Thank you.
I just don't think anyone that is reviewing this system that early has done the work. I really think that they've rushed it, and you know,
yeah,
whatever they're saying, whether they hate it, whether they love it, you can't trust the opinion 100%.
yeah,
right? Like,
facts. I really agree with you on that. Like, there's a lot of features that have not been explored with it. And yeah, they've locked some stuff behind paywalls and whatnot, but like, even with that, like, knowing that alone, that just goes to show that there are things that are going to be locked away. And it would be a smart idea to give it like a freaking actual week, you know? Like, actually do some like extensive tests with it.
I think a lot of people just want to get the review out first because they want to make a fast buck, but at the end of the day, I just don't think it's worth it. No one's going to remember your reviews in like a little bit. It's kind of a waste of time. I mean, this is one of the biggest video game console launches of all time.
Yeah.
I don't think people care about reviews right now. And if they are going to care about reviews, they're going to care about reviews in a little bit of time when features start to be looked at. What if you say the console's really good right now? You say it's the best system you've ever played, right? You really lay that down. Kick ass. 3 million Switch 2s have apparently been sold on day one. This is the largest console launch of all time. Do you know how scary that is for Nintendo? You might be thinking that's a great thing, right? If you've sold 3 million systems and you're not 100% certain that everything's going to work out, imagine if Microsoft sold 3 million Xbox 360s day one. That's 3 million Xbox 360s that we're going to red ring because it's a built-in fault into the system.
Yeah.
If there's any kind of issue like that on the Switch 2, for example,
it's going to be serious.
Right? If the screen has an issue, if the screen has ghosting issues, right? At 120 frames per second, if the screen has ghosting issues, it's a worthless screen and you shouldn't be using it. You better hope that there isn't some widespread issue. You better hope that the batteries,
all right, here we go,
because there's not some kind of battery fault or heating issue that ends up like blowing the batteries up. You have to be careful about all that. And at 3 million, you are asking for a lot. This is a brand new system using new mechanics and new features that Nintendo has never utilized before. Now, likely they're capable of repairing those things and fixing them. But if 3 million of them have the exact same faults, that's 3 million you gotta replace. That ain't fun.
Wow.
Man, Doom Eternal runs really good on the Switch.
60 frames per second.
Yeah, it looks really good. It looks very good.
Yeah.
I'm Jay stream it.
Unbelievable.
Oh,
yeah, Jay's streaming it right now. I have him up on my stream.
Yeah, he's gonna quit playing Doom after a while. He's just trying to test it.
That was cool. Wow.
Yeah, okay, see, look at Chase.
It looks smooth as fuck. Super smooth.
He's not sending out a review. He's playing all the games he can. He's taking his time. He's looking at it, right? That's how it's done. That's the way you do it. You don't rush out.
Exactly.
I've known Jake for a really long time. That guy takes his time. And that's the kind of thing you want in a reviewer when you're taking their time to do that kind of stuff. It's just the way it should be.
We're doing good. Here from Slam Zany. Hey, awesome. Well, welcome. I appreciate that. Yeah, Slam Zany is a homie. He actually is the one that told me to play this, Tatya. And the day's been pretty darn good. Like, I ended up having a friend from the chat come through. From JKB's chat. But, yeah. We had a very, very productive day today. Got to do some IRL streaming at the food festival, which was a lot of fun. That was very, very nice. It's been a cool day.
Oh, Kirby the Forgotten Kingdom has a DLC coming out.
And how's it going with you, Tatya? Oh shit, I'm getting shot at.
Yes, it does. And it's I'm probably going to pick that up on day one because it increases the performance on Switch too. That's a cool thing to have.
What?
Where is he? Where's this guy?
Forgotten Kingdom DLC.
Oh, it does? I thought it still... Oh yeah, I forgot it doesn't run that well right now. Needs to have its upgrade.
I don't feel like getting shot out of the sky right now. So Zane told me to make stuff like music with 200 BPM. Yeah, I did. Oh, yeah. So I do a lot of mashups, and I'll end up going into about 180 BPMs. It depends on the it depends on what the music is, you know what I mean? Like what type of EDM I'm spinning. Oh, I forgot to fucking get the bombs. Like, well, my music taste is called Crack from Germany. You know that type? I do not, actually. That's the first time I've ever heard that.
So there you go. There you go, guys. It's
here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy's a...
The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, another one.
Yeah.
Their upgrades are free if you have the expansion pack.
Yeah, and I use them, and trust me, I will never play that game on a Switch One ever again. That's how good it is.
It is.
It's like a completely new game. It's crazy how fast it goes. And I know not everybody.
Got on to slam into the ground.
The original
yes.
game. Really,
a bit harder
really
than up tempo. Ooh, nice. See, I'm into like speedcore and terrorcore. You probably know
when you're
those.
playing the new game, it goes so much faster. It actually can feel it in the gameplay.
Hell yeah.
I think it makes combat better, and it makes just the general traversal better. Plus the loading.
All right,
stuff too.
I'm still kind of.
I see that showing his video right there. I'm streaming my Switch on Discord, trying to
Let's see.
get ready to stream myself after the two people are done to stream.
Any other games we should try out that you guys can think of that run like shit on the
Yeah, I like up tempo. Up tempo is very cool. I played some really hard. How should I put it? I spin really hard. Dark trance / techno trance. Yeah, there you go. And that usually turns out to end up being at 180 to 190 BPM. Good. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, this mother. I'm gonna.
You ever heard 009 sound systems?
I'm talking like 180, 190 BPM.
Oh, what is 009?
What?
You know the group 009 Sound Systems?
No, I don't.
They're the ones that do that. It's kind of hard to say. I wish I had to run it, but I don't know if I can run it, the music and give you the. I can give you a link to it. So yeah, I'll give you a link to the music.
Okay, so that's loading up.
And it's very good.
I'm gonna try to hit him with a rocket now.
Any other games?
One of my favorite songs that they play is called "Born to Be Wasted."
Yeah, I've got a lot of JRPGs.
Yeah, if it's not EDM, I probably haven't played it.
This is 15 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Holy shit. This is like Europe's, like, EU, 009 sound. Club hits. It's club hits.
Club hits? I'll have to check it out.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Euro club hits.
I'm glad you did that. Thank you.
Yeah, I'd have to check it out.
Track One Records.
Booch,
You ever heard of them?
Thank you, man.
They're an old record company, I guess.
Yeah, I'd have to take a look.
Oh, Dragon Quest Builders was running like shit, wasn't it?
Sure.
David X Machina we tested yesterday, guys.
One. I hope this dude's not behind me.
Trying to
See if he's on me or not. Nope, he's not. He's in the sky still.
Astro Chain we tried yesterday, and that one's
Try this. Yes, 200 and 250 BPM is where the fun begins. Jeez, you're playing in the Terracore area. Noise flow after this round if you want. I would have to check it out because it could cause me to have a copyright, but I can always just mute that stuff in the end anyways. Fuck me.
I would marry Dreamcast guy because I have a steady flow of new teeth and a lot of shrimp.
Oh my god.
I would fuck Rich and kill Eric.
Hey Slam Zany, yo bro, what up, dude?
Watch this, guys. Let's play Mortal Kombat.
Yo, welcome. Yo, what's good, brother, man? Hey, yo. That's awesome.
Have a good stream.
Well, thank you, Re-Rise.
Okay.
You have yourself a great afternoon as well, dude. Or a great night at this point, right?
Yeah, right.
Hey, listen, come and hang out at any time.
Run on Switch 2,
yeah.
And I doubt they're gonna fix it. So Mortal Kombat 1 does not.
So let me put Tetsuya in the font so we can get him a shout out now.
That's at 40 frames.
Boom.
I'm hearing this looks gorgeous and it runs spectacular.
Let's go.
Street Fighter is a solid.
Alrighty. Yeah, you should be able to get a shout out now. Next time. It's 5 in the morning there. Talking about noon. Oh my god.
You do recent releases for Switch only?
Yeah, it's 10 p.m. here.
Best sellers. That runs amazing.
I DM'd you the music.
Awesome, thank you.
I don't have an extra.
Yeah, I'll definitely take a look at it.
Guys, look at the fucking prices.
We're gonna get into another match.
I really want to play this game. I wouldn't play it on stream because you guys would fucking.
And track
one
record.
Welcome.
I hear this game's amazing.
Good to see you.
Re-Rez.
Doing great. How are you doing, buddy?
Come on the show and talk Switch 2 really quick.
Oh my God, Re-Rez was just on.
Let me know.
No, that was.
Hear what you think about it.
Yes.
You know, Re-Rez.
Re-Rez was literally just in here with us.
Re-Rez is one of those nice YouTubers.
Re-Rez was just chatting with me.
But,
I'm gonna say that right now. Re-Rez was just chilled, actually.
Oh damn. He said, "What the hell?" Sure. Okay, hop in.
Yes.
Hop in. I'll pop you on the screen.
Yes. This is great. Oh, this is great. Also, I need to make sure that URs gets
the one and only
put
Re-Rez
on my bot as well. This is great. Re-Rez was just chatting with me about it.
I'm curious. I'm actually curious to see what he thinks about it.
Yeah, we just had a
call me when you're ready, my friend.
A personal convo with Re-Rez actually. That's so cool. Let me just make sure that we have Ars, you are good to go. You should be getting a shout out.
Any others who have been
Yeah, you should be getting shout out already. Access you want
the dirt.
I just want to make sure everything's good on that. Yeah, everything's good, man.
I think he's probably the worst of the worst.
Well, actually,
he's pretty bad.
Getting ready to go in. We'll go guns a-blazing. Here you go.
Last time I said this
it is the morning where you are, Tatsuya. That's funny. Hey, welcome, Slam Zany. I saw you there. Hey, and I see you over on YouTube, Aras. There you go. We're gonna bust right through here.
So everybody was like,
Come on.
Other than that, I don't know anything else about it. I just remember he was a bit of an asshole in that situation. Other than that, I don't know. Really nice guy, AVGN, hero.
There you go. Yeah, not a problem. We are a destructive force here. I have a tank for a fucking reason.
No, I don't know LGR.
We're not gonna stop.
Game chasers are paid.
Let's go. Let's get out of here.
Too busy.
Everybody get out. It's on fire. Let's go. Get out of the fucking tank, boys. Fuck you.
Guys,
No, that was my own guy. Never mind. I didn't know who was who on that one. Right.
Game corrupts, no. I meant, I don't know. Okay. Wait.
Yeah, but I like putting together stuff that's around the 180, 190 area. It gets to a point.
Gaming historian, gaming historian is a really nice guy.
It gets to a point where like it's harder to understand what's actually being heard. Yeah, they got a couple of people actually in the sky right now. Okay.
No, I don't think so. Everything I've dealt with Radical Reggie, he's always been a nice guy. I'd say Metal Jesus has a bit of an ego, but he's okay.
Okay, he's done.
He's fine. Every YouTuber has a ego.
I should kill them. There's another dude in the sky right now. I don't know where he is. That's him. We got another dude, but that's not. Okay, here we go.
Pete Door's a really nice guy, even though he abandoned me in Praxis. Spawn Wave, nice guy.
That's not me. Okay, thank God. I think that's Rerats calling in.
What's up, dude? Can you guys hear?
Oh, you made a video.
What's up to you, man?
Hey, yo. It is Rerats.
I plugged up my camera to the Switch too, and I don't know where I put it. Okay, no camera right now.
No, you know. Wait a second. Do you have?
Oh, that was a bomb coming through my fucking cockpit.
No, I plugged up a regular webcam to the Switch too.
Oh, I was gonna say plug in the Switch 2 camera and see if that worked. But yeah.
Would that?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it would. It would. It's just it's a standard.
I see our boy getting shot at. No.
All right, so, ladies and gentlemen, we got Rerez on the line here. Rerez has a very popular channel.
Yes, he does.
He does videos that I would just like. If he told me to produce the videos he produces, I would honestly end my life. They're so.
Oh, that's harsh.
Well, dude, no. How many of you in the chat have seen Rerez's videos? If you haven't, I'll put a link to his channel. He produces videos that are on another level that I would say rivals. I mean, I don't think it rivals like the best gaming videos you've ever seen on YouTube. I honestly don't think there's a show that's more produced than yours in a good way.
Oh no, Mr. Beast, right? He's the biggest of us, isn't he? The best.
Yeah, okay.
This is great. I love listening to somebody that was just giving me the skinny. Literally.
Guys, go watch a bunch of.
Yeah.
They're fucking amazing.
Rerats are cool people. He was literally just chatting with us live a minute ago.
I personally love watching.
If you guys are still here, yeah, listen.
But he also does
go definitely check out Rerez.
Rather than me kiss your ass for 5 minutes.
Well, we just released a video on The Wizard. Yep. Remember that movie, Jay? You and I watched that for sure.
Yep.
Like when we were kids, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, a bunch of people have been lying about the movie for years, saying that Nintendo advertised it when it actually. So we found out who started the rumor, found the book, discredited the book, and did a whole video on it. And
here we go. We're gonna go and take another whack at him.
We discovered so many things about the Wizard that we don't think anyone knew. And we just kind of went to town on it. And yeah, it's been that's our latest video that came out like 2 days ago.
So guys, I'm dead serious. Go watch this stuff after my stream. Like, he does crazy shit, and it's really well done. Also, like videos of fake games.
Damn it.
I watched that twice on my PC and once on my computer. Like, dude, look, I don't know if you're watching my stream, you can see.
And I can see, yeah. Oh my God,
So,
Jay actually does watch us. That's amazing.
No, dude, you don't understand. The videos that have half.
See, I caught his live stream before. I thought I was like tripping. I'm not joking. I thought I was fucking. Actually, I think I was tripping.
I watched the show, dude. I'm not.
It was funny. Funny to say it like this, but I was tripping, and I thought I saw Re-Rez's like stuff pop up when he went live. And that was like 2 days ago, right? Literally, 2 days ago. And I was just like, "There's no way I'm catching him live right now." All right, cool. Then I subbed to him. I'm more surprised that it actually came through. I like fucking A. I like when I see people actually like popping up on my feeds.
Should do to correct the course, because I had this sinking feeling that they were going to go bad. The video that follows up with it.
Look at this.
It's one of my favorite videos I've ever done.
I'm in the middle of the game.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just, I don't really look at stuff while I'm in the middle of games.
Here
we go.
Okay, maybe when there's a break, you can look at it. It's
you can send it to me.
I did. It's on the side chat.
Cool.
It's called The Little Monk, maybe small, but he has the deadly become a martial arts master. So this little kid that's a monk kicked ass.
Mario Kart World.
He just went across this guy that was like about 2 times as big as him, and had a huge stomach and pecs,
It is insane.
muscled arms, and this monk kid kicked his ass.
So, dude, what are your initial thoughts of the Switch 2? I
Monks
know that
kick ass.
Sorry, you didn't get to go play it early.
Like some harder styles, yeah. Yeah, I feel you on that.
There's like 1,000 people they have to.
I noticed that's like
And yeah, I mean,
that's like way past terracore.
That bunch, like a clip, and it was fantastic. I loved being there with everybody.
Go.
Honestly,
No. Son of a bitch.
It actually turned back into an indie game, so I pre-ordered it at a GameStop, then it turned into an indie game. So it's the coolest thing in the world. Went back in time for this pre-order. So I went there. This is the same store I went to pick up my Wii U day one. Let me tell you.
Lamzani's a IRL friend of mine.
And that was it. There's nobody else. Wii U was dead. And then when I went to go get the Switch,
here again.
I don't know how many people it's going to be, less.
Yo, Slam, do you do handhelds?
Not even people with pre-orders. It was just people. Some people had pre-orders. We had them. But there was a lot of people lined up that were just picking it up on day one, and they didn't even have to line up. They could have gone there for like day 2. My local Costco. You can still buy them. It's impossible. Like, this is the biggest video game console of all time. I'm hearing like 3 million day one. 3 million. That's insane.
Okay, let me ask you this question based on that, right? Initially, it's the biggest launch ever, but there's a lot of people that are not happy about the fact that we have to deal with game key cards and digital taking over and all that.
Yeah, I was wondering, like, the style.
Does that affect you in any
But,
way? Do you not give a shit?
let's take a look. That's a different. That's definitely fat. They're saying like 200.
I will never buy a game key.
And I'm pretty sure I know somebody that likes that shit. Like, makes that type of music too. Like, actually makes that.
Any sense. It doesn't save anybody any money. It is a waste of electronics.
To tell you the truth, here, I'll show you one of them. Like, this is what one of my, this is what the dude that makes my music does. Continue this track.
Like, think about it this way. Jay, you got the movie, right? Favorite game.
Wind Waker HD.
See, I personally, you got that. servers go dead, everything goes flat. The disk into the system. You got yourself Switch 2 goes offline. Folks, it will go offline. This is just reality. When that happens, those games are useless. There is no trading value. There's no nothing. They are completely useless chunks of plastic. Do not buy them.
Well, dude, the other issue is you don't own
There
it
you go.
digitally either. So even
Thank
if
you.
you're shopping
Hey, appreciate
for
that.
and you're still able to download those
What I'm
games
saying.
off the digital.
Oh, I can't read that. Judo.
All right,
Judo
thank
sucks.
you, man. I'll add
Holy
you
shit.
So,
Yo, thank you for the
think about that for a
subscribe.
second. The game you
Wow,
own that
appreciate that.
at least the digital, you might have a chance to still use it.
Come on. I can't jump or lean slightly out the fucking window. We're catching some strays here. Yep, here we go. Pull out another one, pull out another one. No, you're not allowed over here. Fuck! There we go. You're still not allowed over here. Where are we getting shot from?
I don't think you get banned on the Switch as far as I know.
Get out of here. I said get out of here. They're not allowed here.
Of everything else I've mentioned, the worst thing
Good stuff. You're right. Here you go.
Plug it in your Switch too.
Hey, Arts, thank you for coming through and saying hey. I appreciate you being here.
So you don't even get the
Here, I gotta
benefits
fucking
of
blow that
having the
bitch up.
card, like everything about it. You know how many physical games I have on Switch? Like I have so many of them, and I just because I don't need that much space on the Switch, so I can just pop in the card, take them out, do whatever. It's
I
cool
can get it.
games, man. But when you have a card that doesn't even have the data on the card, what am I here? Like what am I doing? What am I doing?
Hey, hang on a second though.
Stupid as that.
To be
Yeah,
fair,
until
somebody-
next time. Oh.
X-Bear, who's a
I gotta shoot this thing.
loyal
This
viewer
thing
of
needs to go.
mine, says everyone's talking about cards, but they have massive Steam
That
libraries.
needs to
What do you
go.
have to say to
I
that?
don't care. Whoever does it, please do it.
Is a digital library that you can
We got a guy with a fucking flamethrower. Thinking he's gonna end up coming up these stairs, huh?
For decades. My Steam account is old enough to drink vodka. Son. It is still the Switch 2 there is no doubt in my mind. It's just not. Nintendo has been so bad. It's like seriously, there is no online service that is still alive.
There you go.
Prior to the Switch.
That was a
Everything else is
lot.
offline.
A lot.
It sucks. And look, if you want
It's Popcorn One. Welcome.
Steam,
Thank you for being here, everybody.
You get digital versions of those
Check
games you can
stuff
back
out.
up on your hard drive for
Yee.
decades. You'll have to have them right there. You'll never have to worry about them.
Yeah, buddy.
That's better. If you really don't like what Steam's doing,
There you go.
at the end of the day, what Switch is doing, what Nintendo's doing with the Switch, the keys doesn't make any sense. And they don't even have to do it. The cards are great. I love the cards. I got Cyberpunk 2077 on the Switch too. That's not a game card. That's an actual card filled with games.
Got a bomb on
Put it in,
that.
played it.
I love it. I love that. I love it. You know, in a big ups to
That's another one. Nope. Oh,
Dark Cloud, nice to see
nope.
you.
Not gonna happen.
So,
Not happening. Let's head around
what
and
I was
find
gonna
out
ask
this
you
shit.
now is this. Have you experienced faction
Here we go.
compatibility,
Nah, I missed.
brute force
I missed.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, so like certain games need like an additional update that basically.
Try to save this dude a little bit. Are we gonna do it?
Well, yeah.
Bro,
So
let's go.
basically, I don't know if you've done this yet, but all Switch 1 games, if you put them into Switch 2 without a patch,
All right,
without
let's
an
go.
update, get a frame rate boost.
Welcome
and
everybody.
get,
Thank you for being here. Hope you're having a great night.
Depending if they're using
Whether you're on the YouTube or Twitch side, Twitch has more options to have fun with.
you know how that works. So
Let's go.
I've been sitting here for the last like 3 hours, and yesterday we did it, and the day before as well. Dude, I just played
Come on, come on.
at max render, so it's like a dynamic render engine, as you know. So
There you go.
It's normally
I
rendering
love
from-
flying around. I don't know anybody else like to fly in this game.
Now we're getting a solid 720 at a solid 30.
It's amazing.
That to me that's a massive selling point because listen, I'm not going to have a Switch 2 library. You're not going to have one either, like physical, third party, right? Because every company is going game.
There you go.
So that's what's happening. Doom Eternal is digital. That's fine, right? Well, I didn't buy it.
Got a bunch of kills on that.
To be honest with you.
No more rockets. Slam is picking in the middle of the screen.
Which is, dude, that is.
That's funny.
I'll be honest with you. If you buy a game key card that you're not really into, you can sell it.
Yeah, you can sell it as long as the servers are alive.
Yeah.
You know what
Exactly.
I'm saying? They're literally dead pieces of plastic the moment anything goes on.
Well,
there's some
second,
people that
wait
are
a
not even
second.
going to want to buy them, period. Because once they know they're a game key, they're just going to be like, get lost. I don't want that.
Oh, well, that's me. I don't want game key cards. But listen, have we tested out if you get a game key card? Well, I haven't tested because I don't have one. But if you put it into your system, it downloads it to an external SD card, like the new ones, the Extremes, or whatever the hell they're called. Can you take that SD card out, put it somewhere, and then put it in another Switch? No, you'd have to put it in that original Switch for it to read that card, from my understanding. So you would need that's what I'm saying, guys. Even if you thought you could back it up to SD cards, you would need that Switch, or it would not work, from my understanding. Now, we don't know, though, if you can sign in to your account on another Switch 2, then put that SD card in, and then put that game key card in and see if it works. Somebody needs to test that. Because if it works that way, then there's a possibility that we can download the data to the SD cards and just keep it aside. You know what I mean? To make sure that it's always going to work.
Or, and hear me out,
Yeah.
you could just get the game on a cartridge that has the game on it, and then never have to do that silly bullshit ever. It's just so simple. You know what I mean? Like,
I know.
You and I are on the same page with this. It's just insane. Like, they already have a system that works, and they're like, game keys, that's the ticket.
Well, listen. You and I both know, because we've been gaming long enough, and everybody watching, Nintendo since day one never wanted to give the actual physical media to the customer. They've always wanted us to access it, but they've never wanted us to quote-unquote own the data. You agree, right?
Yeah, it seems to be a thing for a while that they were like, specifically with like Satellaview and all that from way back when, they were really trying to push for that stuff early on.
Yeah, so what they're really doing here, and this is just my theory, because they're not introducing smaller game key cards, they're only doing 64 or nothing, right? That, in my opinion, tells us what Nintendo's trying to do here. People are like, oh, well, I don't know about that. But listen, Xbox, Sony, Nintendo, all three of them do not want us owning it.
Where are we
So
going
they're
to
doing the best that they can do to
This
take it away
one?
from us. And this is just another example. Digital, we don't own it. We don't own it. We don't own
Oh
it.
shit.
You know, like, I don't think Valve would ever, like, take our games away. But
Whoops.
Valve could do that if they feel like it, because we still don't own those games. Even with the licenses for media on the PlayStation 5, they have never taken anything away from us. However, they've shown us that they can with the PT demo, that they literally stripped off of people's hard drives. So, yes, I just, Shane and I are just old school gamers. And it's difficult for us to be like, hey, we don't own the games. I don't know. Here's the other thing I wanted to say, Shane. The flip side of the coin is this. Because I agree with the statement. You and I complain about this non-stop, right? But remember, do you not think that there's other ways to play those games in the future?
Oh, sure. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely going to be a thing.
There you go.
What? People already have it day one. Like, it's just, they're already going down on it. The thing is, like, you're just like me. We don't hack our systems. We don't modify what we have. When we get those systems, we try to keep them in the best pristine condition they can be in. Because, like, for me, for you, I mean, you're one of the biggest Zelda fans I've ever met. When we play Zelda, we want to play what the creators intent was. We want to hack the system. We modify it, when you put anything in there, it changes the way the game is played. And that's not good.
Hey,
when you
hang on, breaking news that I just got.
That's why.
Omar says, did you guys talk about... And Omar
We're talking about focusing on Carly and B.
Did you guys talk about how the GameCube cards can be damaged by magnets and the Switch 2 cards cannot? They don't have the same problem. Dude, what are we talking about?
How are key cards just...
Are they,
RFID?
Yeah, are they? Yeah, dude, because it might be just like a 3 megabyte license on something. So hang on a second. Let's just make sure this is not real. Omar, where did you read that? It says it on the box. What? It says it on what box? The box of the system? Like the cartridge? Are you kidding me? What does it say? Oh. Hang on, he's looking it up.
No.
All games will damage with magnets. Okay. So Omar is saying that, yeah, that's true. Yeah, to a degree. Not everything, but, I mean, okay, so yeah, they fall in line with the usual stuff. Let's not make a huge deal out of that. I mean, I thought he was talking about, like, people were saying they were damaged because of the Joy-Cons, like, bumping into the fucking carts. Could you imagine that?
Yeah, that's what I thought you meant. Like, guys, wait, no, I'm looking at it. They look like the same. The interior of the cartridges look the same as the regular cartridges. They don't look, you know. It's funny because it's when you look at a Switch 2 cartridge, it's actually like half of the Switch cartridge is empty, just like an original NES cart from way back in the day.
Oh yeah. These are empty. A lot of people don't know that either. The top half is just for your. But somebody just said this. Sorry guys, Zoomers and Jet Alpha are going to let this happen, which is true. It is the end of gaming as Shane and I know. We're going into a different transition here that a lot of retro gamers do not like. Hang on a second, Shane.
Oh, that jerk.
Astro Zombie. Let's read it. What does it say? Hang on. Is it going to play? Thank you, Astro. Dude, it's not reading it for some reason. I think it's because you used the word porn in there. It says Dreamcast guy here, and I'm watching porn on the Switch 2 in the image next to you. Come goop with me, Jay.
Dreamcast guy here,
here we go.
And I'm watching porn on that Switch 2 in the image next to you. Come goop with me, Jay. Be like me, buddy. And come.
Jeez, I didn't even notice that Dreamcast guy was in the image the whole time. I was just like, that just a random. I didn't know what that was.
No, that's a large man. So, Astro Zombie, thank you. I appreciate the support. So, listen, I have to agree with what somebody said earlier. Shane and I are kind of like, it's like the final nail in the coffin for a lot of YouTubers. For the retro side of things, like Happy Console Gamer is heartbroken.
Pretty cool.
I'm heartbroken about this. Because
Best
if you ask
tanker.
Shane, me, and John to see our Switch collections, I guarantee they're massive.
Absolutely, Nintendo lawyers will now show up at your door.
Yeah,
Let's take
Nintendo
that.
lawyers are coming to Shane's house to take his knees out. Thank you, Tim, for the support.
Let's go.
So, Rerez, no matter what, you and I could complain and complain and complain, but here's the kicker. 14, 13, 15-year-old kids right now do not give a shit about what we're talking about, and they just want it digital. They want it now, they want it quick, and they want it on their system, and that's that.
Oh,
They
yeah,
don't,
sure.
They don't care. Nobody cares about the fact that in 10, 15 years, these things were pointless. You know, it's pointless to buy it physically right now. They've made it pointless.
Give me 1 second,
So,
everybody.
I agree.
1 second. We're going
So, like, dude, what do we do?
to agree
There's not
aside.
much we could do. We're just
Yo,
gonna sit back and sort of
you
watch
go
it.
straight back to the center.
We're gonna wave at it.
Let me see
I
something.
mean, man, that's
Oop.
just the future. It's fine. I'm cool with it. Like,
Oop.
it's I don't think there's any kids that are going out and being like, man, I gotta go get my key card on. I don't know why a kid would sound like that. That just
Why does it sound like Why does it sound like the guy that trained Rocky?
Teleporting.
go get a key card. You don't understand. They're gonna be worth millions in a couple of years when the Switch 2 cartridges die.
Yeah,
Trust
dude.
me, Rocky.
Yeah. Oh, brother.
That was funny.
But no, it's like I see.
Give me
like
1 second,
digital
everybody.
games. I'm not somebody
BRB.
that hates them. I really like digital games.
Same
I like,
here, dude.
I like,
Same here.
And the thing is, if it's gonna be physical, let it be good physical. I don't mind. I like both things. You know, it was really cool when I bought Cyberpunk 2077 on physical on the Switch 2. Open it up and there were some stickers inside. Hey, I like that. Why not? You know, cool. But it's just there's this idea out there that like.
Hang on a second. Sorry, I got my TTS on and they're donating. 1 second.
Oh, go for it.
Dreamcast guy, is it gonna say it? Banshee said, and you know, a lot of third party is just gonna go get the keys, which we'll talk about in a second. Banshee, Nightbreaker. I don't know why I didn't play it. Let's try it again. Thank you, Nightbreaker. I appreciate it. Instruction manuals. I miss those as well. Does Re-Res own any PS5 or Xbox games? They're all keys. Yeah, well, listen.
I own digital versions of those games, but I never bought a single disc PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series X game.
X-Bear, dude, I'm on your side with this. He's right. Like, the new Doom, Dark Ages, is just a key card on PS5. So, yeah, I'm not buying that either. But, I mean, it still bothers us, dude. It's just always going to bother him and I because we're old. How old are you? I'm curious. X-Bear, how old are you? I think it's a generational thing. It's been happening for a couple years. Yeah, people, you're 40? Holy shit. So that's somebody who's just accepted the fact that digital is taking over, which I fully understand and I get with. I'm not against you, man. I'm just saying that it to me is the end of the line for certain things, because Switch has this massive library. I have it on my shelf. It's right back there. And I look at it every day and I'm like, that's amazing to look at. And I'm sure Shane has a shit ton of Switch games too. What we're getting at is that's over with. I'm not going to have a collection.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and look, I know like people don't want that, but man, what's so wrong with it? What's so wrong to have a digital collection? I love having it. Do you know what's really cool? I've got games on Steam that I can play on my Steam Deck, and I can play on my laptop, and I can play on my desktop computer, and I just switch it out whenever I want. And it's easy, and it's fast, and it's efficient. I believe the companies are going to start vying for that digital future, but they're going to really focus on trying to get it to work. And I'm not talking Epic. Epic doesn't know how to make a digital storefront to save their lives. Those guys really suck. But they're really good at making a video game engine, which is good for them, because if they didn't do that... yeah. But Steam is really good. GOG is really good. The Xbox Online service with all the games is actually really good. I got games on my Xbox that work on my desktop. You know what's crazy too? I really did not like Stadia, because Stadia did not work very well at all. Yeah. I have actually been playing certain games on my Steam Deck through Xbox Game Pass, streaming xCloud.
Yeah.
Like, and you'd think it wouldn't work, but it actually isn't that bad. But at the same time, when I go to play it on something else, I'm not using the streaming service. I'm using my computer. I'm using its built-in hardware to make that game run properly. Like, I want those abilities. I want the freedom to choose those things. And the more that those companies restrict those things, the harder it's going to be for them to sell those games, and it's going to hurt them in the long run.
I agree with that statement. Somebody said this. Banshee, thank you for the support. He said, and you know, a lot of third party will just go to the keys. Listen, Sega has already stated that they are only doing game key cards. So every single Sega game on the Switch 2 is a game I'll never buy physically. So that's disappointing.
Well,
Absolutely,
you know, that
disappointing.
it's a good thing, because Sega's never done anything bad with physical stuff before. So you know, they're still around making consoles, right?
Have you heard this? Have you heard the rumor?
All right,
that,
back everybody.
Limited run games do not, like a limited run Switch games don't run on the Switch 2. Somebody said that earlier. Did you hear that?
Oh, I didn't hear about that, but I wouldn't buy a digital run game. Period. I don't trust those guys anymore.
Yeah, dude, what happened to them, man? Like, it makes no sense. Like, dude, It took a year and 3 months for my Scott Pilgrim Special Edition to show up.
That's insane. A year?
Yeah.
That's
it just
insane.
disappeared. I emailed them once a month, and they'd be like, still working on it.
There's this old game called D. It was released on the 3DO many years ago.
Oh, I know where this is going.
Right. So Limited Run Games gets a re-release to get the game to be released again. So for everyone that doesn't know, D was this big game that this one creator made from Japan. He's since passed away, but D was one of his most important games. The 3DO in Japan was a pretty big deal. It wasn't a big deal a lot of other places, but the 3DO in Japan was a big deal because a lot of game developers did not have to buy licenses to develop games on the 3DO. So there's a lot of really unique and strange Japanese games that only ever came out on the 3DO there.
Yeah.
D is a game that came out on a bunch of other places, but it was a really big deal. So this creator put his heart and soul into D. He made a version for PlayStation. Sony screwed him over. He vowed to never release another game on PlayStation, and then years later he passed away. But that game he made, people still love D. So,
one sec.
Are you saying the new LR Shinobi on Switch won't be on the cart?
Living Legend, hang on. We're going to look into that. Keep going, Rerez.
Okay. So the 3DO had a version of D, and it's very hard to come by nowadays. So Limited Run does a limited pressing of a new version of D. This is a very big deal. For anyone that owns a 3DO, D is one of the best games to get on that system. Some say it is the best version. There is a director's cut that was released only in Japan that wasn't released anywhere else. We're not going to talk about that
really
right now,
quick.
but this version is still very important. So when Limited Run did it and they sold it, they put it on burnt discs.
I know.
Like the insanity. CDRs.
Guys, hang on. Let me just say what he just said. Limited Run Games took a copy of a game and put it on printable CDRs and sent those to the customers. Have fun. So can I just say something? I've got Sonic Racing Crossroads for the PC Collector's Edition. It says estimated shipping date, Rerez. Take a wild guess when you would get this in the mail if you ordered it.
That's insane. 2026?
It would take basically a fucking year, and on top of it, there's delays. They always delay their special editions.
The fuck?
So if you buy this right now, you get it in March. But that's not guaranteed.
Is this a sign that Reyes is going to give Jay the D?
I don't mean to interrupt this person.
Go
so Tiller said, does the 3DO even play CDRs? No.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't play the CDRs very well. Some just can't get it to work. But here's the kicker, right? For those of you that don't know, you might be a little bit too young to understand why CDRs are a bad thing, because the thing is, it's not a big deal. It's not because you're young. You just don't know. You don't use CDRs anymore, and you shouldn't need to. Rewritable discs or writable discs are a specific kind of disc that is designed in a way so that they're easily basically burnable with a laser. You're not really burning anything, but you're kind of like formatting the disc in a way so it can be read in a unique way. Discs are like basically CD-ROMs are like a series of little pits basically, and like the data gets read off those pits. And a laser shoots up and reflects it back with like this reflective piece that's on the top layer. That's why if you rip the top layer of a disc, like scratch it, the disc can't be read anymore because that top layer is a reflective layer. So when you make a CDR, you're basically making a very cheap version that's not meant to last forever. It's something that's cheap to produce. They last a while, don't get me wrong, but they're made in a cheaper method. When you get a disc properly manufactured from the factory level, they're pressing the discs perfectly. They are not made cheaply. They are made to last a very long time. And in some instances, not all, though this is highly debatable, they are easy to be read by some CD readers. Not all of them. Some treat them just like anything else. But the older the disk drive is, technically, the easier it is to read an actual formatted factory-produced disc. So for Limited Run Games to go out and make these things was insulting. And then the guy that's running Limited Run Games, from what I'm to understand, said, well, it's not like anyone's going to actually open these things. Well, someone did. And someone tried to play the game they bought on a 3DO. And it didn't work. So yeah, that's a really, really stupid thing.
So
I can't believe they did that, and now I don't trust them.
It's insane. It's absolutely insane. I don't trust them either, based on how I was treated for the Scott Pilgrim. But my good friend Living Legend, who watches the show for more than a year now, appreciate your support, by the way, says, dude, are you saying Limited Run Shinobi on Switch won't be on the cart? No. The good news is, from my understanding, it's not a Switch 2 cart. It's original. So it will be fully on the cart. The problem is you're not getting it until March 31st, 2026. So that's, dude, if you want to play the game, you're going to have to just buy it digitally and wait a year. Like, Limited Run is such a fucking scam, in my opinion, because if I'm buying something, the excitement by the time it shows up is over. Like, dude, you're just pissed off by the time it shows up. Like, ask Happy Console Gamer how many times he bought something from Limited Run, completely forgot about it, and then remembered and looked into it and was so disappointed because it was fucking delayed or it didn't show up yet. And then he'd get it, and it's like you're angry about it. You're not happy about it. You're like, this took a fucking year. What the hell, you know? So, yeah, if you're into collecting that way, it's difficult to wait a year for something like that. So, Jay, what is the point of buying a game from Limited Run? There really isn't a point unless you want the collector's item of stuff. So if you look at the screen here, Shinobi comes with all this stuff. And if you're a Shinobi fan, probably like Shane and me both grew up playing it. I played it on the Master System. That's when I was first shown Shinobi. It blew my mind. So if you're going to get it this way, this is cool as a Shinobi fan. Somebody who grew up with it. You're getting a statue. You're getting a giant box. You're getting the soundtrack on CD. You're getting whatever that board is. I don't know what is that board? I don't even know. I guess it's an art print. You're getting the hardcover art book. You're getting this Sega Vision magazine, which is pretty cool. You're getting the steel book, and then you're getting the clamshell. So it says fits the game case and the steel book inside, which is the bigger classic version of the game. You know how they kind of make their games look like old Genesis games? So that's cool, man. That's a cool addition. I'd love it, but I'm not waiting a fucking year.
Okay, open that image up and like by itself, and then zoom in on the Sega Visions magazine.
Oh, why? Is there something?
It's completely pixelated. Like they used a low quality render in their promotional material, so it's, if you can zoom in on it.
Hang on. Why is it not letting me zoom here? Hang on.
I don't know if they fixed it, but I remember seeing that they had done something. Oh, that doesn't work. Yeah, it's hard. But yeah, it's
no,
like
I see what you're saying. Hang on.
It's a low quality image, like really low quality next to all the images around it. So it's just very hard to see. I don't know why they did that. Like, it's stuff like that Limited Run does. And it's just like, why do that, man? Just put a little bit more effort into it. Like, you know?
Yeah, I can't download the image. It's a weird web file. But,
awesome.
Yeah, I will never. There's a lot of stuff that I'm looking at here that I would love to have.
More of this.
You know, like, look at this fucking Gex collection. That looks so cool. When is it coming out? Let's see. No release date. Okay, what about the standard? No release date. What about the crazy edition? No release date. Okay, classic Switch. Release date? November. Not bad. So end of the year. PS5, November. So that's what we're getting at. You got to wait for your games if you go with them. So anyways, enough about that. Let me ask you this now. So what do you think of Mario Kart World?
Okay, so flipping with the character models in the cars, which that just doesn't seem Nintendo-like to me. If you got the game up right now, you can take a look. There's the B character. Put the B character in any car with a window shield, and the character clips through the window shield. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
I typically don't see that with Nintendo games, so I was kind of surprised to see that because it just kind of shows like a little lack of quality or attention to detail, which is not something I ever really pay attention to, or I don't expect to see that from Nintendo. So the main Grand Prix mode or whatever, like the main racing mode, just as good as Mario Kart has ever been. No issue with it whatsoever. It is nice. I love the second mode, the one where it's like a rally mode, where you're going from one track to the next and it's unbroken and there's no loops or anything. The monotony for Mario Kart for me is going around a track over and over and over again. Eventually I get bored of that. But when it's a rally mode, it's constantly changing, it's constantly evolving, and it's modifying itself. So it feels fresh and it feels different, and it like the track changes, the texture changes. There you go, you can see it right there in Rally Kart. See how he's like looking through? That's not Nintendo. I don't know who did that, but that's not Nintendo. Also, if you go become the snowman,
yeah, that's you're right about it. I mean, we're kind of keeping like weird shit that probably doesn't matter to anyone else. Yeah.
So snowman, go to the green heart to top.
That one?
That one. Yeah. Let it go to the side. He's got a metal penis now sticking out because the steering wheel is inside of his chest. That's not Nintendo, man. I don't know why. That's not something Nintendo does. If you use Donkey Kong is properly set up in the cart. He's properly merged in. Like, that's exactly how Donkey Kong is supposed to look like his vehicles. But for some reason, when they did this...
So, Living Legend, thank you for the support, dude. He said, Limited Run told me the Shinobi will ship to me on August 29th with collectors in the spring. So hopefully nothing changes. Right? Yeah. Well, Living Legend, guys, he's super excited about it, so that makes sense. Yeah, what did you say, go to Donkey Kong?
Yeah, Donkey Kong. He's squishing inside of the front. It looks like a game.
Yeah, that is a weird thing. Honestly, I'm not just saying, I did notice that earlier, and I was like, that's weird that yeah, like, look, he's like squishing that properly. Okay, look at this one. But most of it looks at least for the handle, right? Yeah. But you're right. I get what you're saying, right? Because you look at the other guys. Just fucking did the thing. Just dab. He dabs when he You're right about that. Let's see if the babies fit. Yeah, they're holding things properly. They look really weird. Like, look at the goop. Like,
but it's better than having like a little metal rod sticking out of his crotch.
But dude, look at this nonsense on screen right now. I love it. I love how stupid it looks.
Yeah,
like it just,
I like it.
Like, look at this.
Yeah, see, I'm okay with these characters that look like this. My only concern is like when they're in a vehicle, just remove the steering wheel, right? It's a normal thing. You just don't need to have the steering wheel there, especially if they don't have hands. Who cares? It's magic. They can control the vehicle. Doesn't matter. But like when you have it in there, it looks like you didn't care. And like, it's fun. That's to be so weird. But yeah, that mode, so the main mode, the rally mode, they're great. The time trial mode is what it is, and the versus mode is what it is. The battle mode is underbaked, exactly like what they did with Wii U, Mario Kart 8. It's a mistake. They should fix it with an update immediately. It's a garbage town. And the free roaming mode is kind of stupid. Like, I don't know what they were thinking. There's nothing to do. There's missions every so often, but they didn't do anything interesting with that open world concept. And like when it's the rally mode and you're going from racetrack to racetrack, bam, you got purpose. But in the free roam mode, everything feels so bland and empty and devoid. And although you do have missions, the missions aren't exactly difficult or hard. They're just kind of pointless. What's up? I was
kind of there.
Yeah, I'm just hoping that they've been working on this game apparently for a very long time, so I assume it's done. But I was just hoping that it would be a bit more extra. Now, I'm not saying I don't. What I want it to be is something more akin to like just like something where you build a collecting something. Yeah, exactly.
Dude, I always will argue this game should have been Diddy Kong Racing inspired, and Mario has to go on an adventure on his cart. You know, like Mario adventure mode gets stuck on the cart somehow. Maybe Bowser attaches him through some evil powers, and he's stuck in his car. And you play it like a Mario game. You drive around, do missions, and maybe even get out of the cart. But like, dude, I agree with you. Like, my score for this game is probably 70. I'm not super impressed.
I really like the rally. That's my problem. I would be like crapping on this game all day long, but the rally mode was so good.
You mean
for
the
me.
knockout mode? The knockout mode.
The knockout mode, yeah.
The knockout mode's the best part of the game. I'd said that after I played it. I was like, guys, knockout mode's the best thing that I've ever seen Nintendo do.
Yeah, for the like, to me, if Mario Kart is now knockout mode, I don't care about any other modes in the gameplay. Like that knockout mode, and because like I said, look at what you're doing right now. You're driving around the track like we've done for years and years and years.
Yeah, I don't see this doing just getting this one. Yeah, I think this is not gonna be good.
Well, listen.
You don't just call him Sean now?
Well, listen, there's something I want to show you guys that I discovered last night because I was trying to figure out, like, you know, there's a lot of boosting and rail riding and stuff. I've discovered that if you boost on top of a rail, rather than jump off of the rail before it ends, if you allow your cart to fall off the end of the rail, like the end of it, you get a bigger boost than jumping off of it first. So keep that in mind, guys. So I try to give you an example of it here. I don't think I'd be able to because I'm not near any rails, but so if you're grinding on the rail and you have boost power initiated, do not jump off the rail at the end. Let it sort of like send you off on its own, and you get a bigger boost. For some reason, it's an extra couple seconds.
Oh, I'm not 100% certain. I saw somebody do this online. I don't know if it has actually been patched out yet. If a blue shell is coming at you and you can see it's about to hit you, rewind.
Oh yeah, it disappears, doesn't it, or something?
The blue shell will crash exactly where you were, but you're going to be a little bit behind because of...
Yeah. That's dude, they're going to patch that for sure.
Probably like as soon as they possibly can. But there's okay. I don't want people to hear what I just said and think like the game is bad, because there's so many beautiful, wonderful details they've done in this that are really, really nice. Like extensive things. The reason why I was so upset with the clipping in the vehicles is because the vehicle is what you see 99% of the game is the back of the vehicle. So when you see a character clipping through, you just see that the whole time, and it's kind of irritating. But the gameplay itself, the world designs and everything, they've done a very, very good job. But yeah, the knockout mode is it's perfect, because going around in a loop in a track over and over and over again, that stuff I find to be incredibly boring. Like, it's the kind of gameplay that it seriously becomes monotonous after a while. And it's one of the reasons why I don't keep playing Mario Kart 8 forever, because after a while, I'm just going around the same track. And although there is a reason for that, and I'm glad that they still have that with the Grand Prix mode, with the knockout mode, having that feature, having the track just go on forever, it really makes you feel like there's a marathon going on, that you don't know what the next turn's going to be. I mean, you can memorize the tracks, obviously, but like it can change, it can be different, and like it just makes it feel like an exploration, and I really, really like that.
No, dude, that's the number one reason I still believe in this game, because of knockout mode. The other thing I wanted to say was, now I forgot about it. Fuck. Oh yeah, the moves that you do in the air. So say you're in the mid-air and you do like a flip right or left or forward. There was speculation that if you do the front flip, you get a bit more boost picture, like leaning forward. That's not true. So in fact, doing some of those special moves in the air actually slow you down, from my understanding. So when you do your jumps like this, you can jump off the jump, but don't always do a secondary like special spin, because it actually slows you down. So, yeah, I watched this YouTuber last night who broke it down, and I was like, holy shit, he showed proof too. Also, to get the boost at the beginning,
I went too fucking hard.
Exactly when the
I went too hard.
Screen, they've changed it now. Now you have to wait until the very end of the 2 sound effect, like the boom, 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 beep. You do it on the second one at the end of the sound effect for 2. So you'll see the 2 pop up and it'll doom, and you do it at the end, no longer at the beginning. Change.
And you still hold it down when you don't go?
Yeah. Okay. So it's not exactly when the 2 shows up, it's slightly after that. So that's why if you were trying to do that, it wasn't working. That's the reason why. Also, YouTube can't see information. So anyways,
I can see the chat. If somebody says anything, I'll say hello.
So, dude, what is your overall thoughts of Switch 2 based on everything now? Mario Kart's supposed to be the system seller. It definitely is the system seller, but I give it a 7 out of 10 in this state. Like, it's not what I hoped it would be.
So the Switch 2, like in general, like all the games considered and everything.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't play Fast Fusion yet.
Dude,
I want to, but I haven't.
I did. It's awesome.
So yeah, I'm a huge fan of the Fast series. So the only reason I haven't played Fusion yet is because I want to get some Costco Nintendo points, because you get like $10 off. You get the point pack, so it's just like I might as well do it that way.
Yeah, I enjoy talking to Re-Res.
I think the welcome tour thing is...
That was very nice of him to come through, chat with me. Welcome everybody, if you're on my Twitch or your YouTube side. Thank you for being here. Hit that thumbs up button for me. I really appreciate it.
I was so angry that I
couldn't. If you could follow, that'd be awesome too.
Did you go through...
But welcome everyone.
Hell yeah, at the demo.
Well, you didn't actually buy it, because I didn't.
I'm not giving money for that.
So, yeah, there's quizzes, right? They give you all these slides, and they ask you things like, so how does a Switch 2 recharge itself? With a cucumber, a banana, a battery, or Mario's mustache? And I'm like, why am I doing this? Did I actually pay you to ask me these stupid ass questions? And I felt so bad. Like, I didn't know what to make of it. So I'm like, okay, there's gotta be something else here. So, you know what I love in the chat is like, he just made that up. Go play the game. Go play the game. See what they do. I'm not far off. That's pretty much what they do in the game. And they have all these little things. And I'm going around and I'm like, I'm doing little missions, little things. Even their little mini games are either very easy to do or stupidly difficult and not fun. But like, no matter what, it's not enjoyable. They're not, they don't expand upon it. I love Nintendo Land. I thought that was one of the best little things I got with the game. I love Nintendo Land. I invited friends over to play Nintendo Land. I still played Nintendo Land after years because I really enjoyed it just playing with friends. I did not like 1-2 Switch. That also was a bad idea. But it was a bad idea with a purpose. It was just nobody cared what the purpose was about.
Nightbreaker, thank you.
Our men are capturing the position.
Yeah, maybe it does. But one of the things that bugged me was that it felt like an incomplete thing. Like they didn't really care a lot about it. I think what makes me so upset about
All right.
So I think what really makes me upset about
thank you,
Welcome Tour is that Welcome Tour had effort. That's what bugs me.
Motherfucker.
If it was just slop,
Motherfucker.
but there's all these characters walking around and you can talk to them. There's why? Why did you do that? It's a tutorial for how to use the Switch. It's just tech demos. Why did you put in that much effort? Why did you have a character? Why can I pick what my character looks like to walk around a virtual museum of monotony? Why did you do that? It is like you put effort. Like, no, I get why you charged for it, you maniacs, because you actually did something with it, but you didn't do anything that anyone would care about. It's like you shouldn't have done what you did, and I'm upset that you put that much effort into it when it didn't need that much effort in the first place. And then where the effort should have been was in the actual designs of the games, and they could have added more elements to it, but they just didn't. It feels seriously bad. And I was so upset when I couldn't refund it, and because you know what really bugs me? I had enough money for one of two things: Welcome Tour or Fast Fusion, and I ended up paying the wrong thing. And that's what I'm saying.
So, what do you overall like? Do you recommend something against the system right now? I would say yeah, only if you're a hardcore Nintendo fan, because you have your original Switch collection. That's going to run amazing.
Yes. Okay. Nightbreaker says his voice. Thank you, Nightbreaker. I don't have it. Jay's got it. A 1 minute regret. So there's like this. If you have the original Switch and there's a whole bunch of Switch games to play, you've got to get the Switch too, because they've got Zelda is so. I will never pick up a Switch one again. It's never happened. When I was seeing in person when Tears of the Kingdom was running, because Adam was over here, he was playing it, and I was seeing it, I was just like, oh my god, this is how it should have been. And I know there's a lot of people out there like, oh, I don't care about frame rates. Oh, I don't care about. Yeah, well, you will when you see Zelda. It is that better. The combat is easier, the exploration's better, the loading's faster. That is a better game on Switch 2.
Sorry, Real Story says more J&B resumes, please. He's above my pay grade, so. Dimitri, thank you. Says I think. I have a theory about Mario Kart. I think personally that Mario Kart is a live service game and they just haven't touched it. I really
You know what? Maybe. I can see that, yeah.
I really truly believe Mario Kart is a live service game.
Hey.
You have to
hey, welcome. How you doing?
Online package. And they're going to just put
I'm
more
home.
courses and things to do.
Nice.
I think it's bare bones now. It's going to get better as it goes. That's my
Look, and I'm wearing
this.
What are you wearing?
It's not
the t-shirt and hat that we got at the
Let's see.
I put my camera on.
Mario 64.
Hey, yo.
Every kid ever.
I can't believe we got all that.
Oh my god, yeah, it's yeah, it has like a really comfy hat, and it came with a t-shirt. Like, actually, so I have this, like, really, like, this, little cast iron little pan. And I've had it for a while, and I'm like, oh my god, it's like one of those ones you just, like, make a cookie in or whatever. Like, it would be so cute as, like, a kitchen decoration.
So when I was a kid,
so
in Ontario, we had this place called Ontario Place.
I told Mr. Robo, I'm like, the little mini cutting board and the mini cast iron pan, I'm gonna put them up on the wall in my kitchen, because like, as the two of them as decoration. He's like, yeah, actually that would be really cute.
Water slides and stuff, and it had the.
Since we have two of them.
You guys know what the Epcot Center is, right?
He's like, that's actually a good idea, because it's like really cute little decor.
I think it's in Florida, Epcot.
Oh yeah.
So it was fun.
We had the same thing here, a giant.
Oh yeah, definitely. I just wish it wasn't raining.
Movie theater.
Yeah,
by the way, I'm
gonna dig out my They said my. I have a nice selfie. I've never used it. I have this nice selfie stick, and it connects Bluetooth to the phone, and it has buttons on the handle, so you can flip the camera.
There's like dead bodies coming on shore. It's crazy. I'd never even go there again.
Remotely from the button on the handle,
hard to
so
eat
you don't
mac
have
and
to
cheese when
reach
there's a
if
dead
you want
body
to flip the
beside you.
camera.
By the way, Mac and Cheese Festival. If you haven't, I highly recommend. You cannot eat that much. You will get sick after your first or second.
We should totally use that.
You're not gonna shit for a month.
Because that would like
for a week.
make it like better shots
go to
and
the
stuff.
hospital and
You know what I mean?
Mac and Cheese Festival and just go home. Here's 16 prunes.
Yep.
Here's a bag of prunes. Try your best.
Look who's here.
So when I was a kid, my mom took me there.
But yeah,
and I played Mario 64.
Welcome everybody.
That's where I first played Mario 64.
We should find like other like local
I'm talking to these
events or whatever.
I'm always down to do it.
And I'm telling them about this time that I played it, and they asked me the year.
Yeah, the two of us should totally do that.
Like 1990, whatever.
If I can get free
And
tickets
my
to
mom's
things,
like,
you know,
I
I got you on that.
He's like, hold on, let's see if we can find that event that you went to, because that sounds
we're both
weird.
loud and
And I
obnoxious.
asked my
It's
mom,
fine.
and she's like, I don't know, we were just there, and I took you to this thing that was going on.
And not for nothing. So whenever I had your phone, I would flip it when we would stop at a vendor, and I would talk to him a little bit about, and I would tell him I was live streaming, and they would be like, "Oh, you know."
Oh yeah.
Gravity.
Yeah, I was a little more focused on like multitasking on both of it, but yeah, like because vendors like that shit, you know.
PJ Phil in it and stuff like that.
Yeah, I do
Back.
remember it. Yeah.
So
And I gave a lot of screen time to them. There was a lot of screen time to them.
Yeah, and when I was playing, I would tell them live streaming, and I would ask them like a couple of questions, and like, yeah, and we would ask like where they can get their stuff and everything.
Ultra 64.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I didn't play Mario 64.
So, but yeah, I mean, because we're going into like the summer season.
Like I remember playing.
Yeah, it's gonna be nice. There should be some stuff that we do at Jones Beach as well, which is out here.
It's because I was playing this beta version when I was a kid, and I didn't even realize what I was playing. I asked my mom, why did I go there? She's like, I don't know.
I know, and I know it's free.
You did things that were about your town. We
We've been
didn't
doing
live in
it
Toronto.
since-
She had to take me there.
Started when I was a teen. I know.
So we're watching
the first Saturday
and then
of
in the
October,
footage of that episode, they go to another room.
West end of Long Beach, they shut down Beach Street, which is the main street, and it's a whole like thing with vendors and stuff like that. They have a parade in the beginning. They have like a shit ton of vendors. The bars are all like crazy hopping, and it's like it shuts down the street. Like there's no paying to get in.
Which never came out.
Godfather, welcome.
It's on the like.
I have a drink right here. It's not gonna be worth your. You should just send me $1. Godfather, send me $1.
Hey, Robo.
Hey, what up?
Cam.
What? Sorry, you cut out. I don't know if it was near you. What'd you say?
It's absolutely stunning.
Did you know that Switch 2 is compatible with almost every webcam?
Yeah, dude.
That's got a.
His name is John C.
USB-C.
Hey, yo.
But there's a massive delay.
You know?
So that's what the mouse. I don't know if that's software.
I actually got a webcam bot right now that's called. I can't remember the word.
I like that.
It's an autofocus webcam, 50 frames per second.
Yeah, look at these two things. So,
And that's better than the Switch 2's camera.
That they're fixing the mouse support, the keyboard support works. And it works really well. They came all over the
Even though
So if you guys didn't catch it, Blaqksheep and I were hanging out earlier.
That shit was mad funny. That was a good time.
What were you doing?
We went to a local music festival near Blaqksheep.
Oh yeah,
and
it's funny. Like I invited 3 people earlier,
and then we went to Blaqksheep. Mr. Robo was with us, and hang out on this back deck.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
And
Eating ribs.
yes, and then we teased Jay on his live stream.
Listen to this. The best
Yo.
that I've ever.
Straight up.
I sent him a $2 super chat.
Pound Smerl, welcome. How you doing, buddy?
With,
And And I'm like,
Hope you're having a good time. Good time. What's new?
We start going.
Then Mr. Rob was in the background.
40 seconds later,
took a picture together holding up the ribs.
And I'm like, how the
and
fuck are you
sent text. Blaqksheep texted it to Jay. And I said in chat, look, check out your phone.
So, yeah,
Yep.
And
That shit was mad funny.
yeah,
And then
but
took
he
off
caught because so at the food festival when it was it started like next level shit downpouring.
How to game till bed? Yes. What are you playing? Just scary. What you're playing, Count Smerald.
So we got
he can
sopping
do
wet,
a championship run Mario
and
1-1-1.
I was in
He can
a
actually play it faster than
dress. And so when we got to Blaqksheep, he brought me out.
Keep online. Hey yo,
A
fuck
robe.
yes. Let me know if you want to jump in with me.
Thank you, Wood. I appreciate the support, guys. I
And
still have
Jay
to
caught the
something
photo.
to
He's
watch,
like,
and I appreciate
why
it.
is Robo
Thank you
in
so
a
much.
robe?
Living Legend said, I hope they get more GameCube games. They are. I can confirm
So,
that. There's
but yeah,
more GameCube games coming to the
it was hilarious.
110%, dude. I wanted to get one of those GameCube controller attachments, like controllers, but
I got one. Yeah, it came in on while we were streaming on day one. It's the best. It is better than the original.
Well, listen to this. I started wearing this Raccoon City bomber on the show.
Well, Blaqksheep and I.
Damn. Sorry.
It was like no traffic.
It's fucking.
Yeah, I'm on 5 and 4.
Surprise you guys, but
You are 5 and 4, Valerie.
And
So,
we were already this afternoon outside him because Mr. Robo.
What's your next video? Like, let's hype it up. By the way, if you guys haven't subbed to his channel, definitely go.
After Silent, we went to the food fest.
Yeah, that was really cool.
I beg you guys.
Yeah, we got
honestly,
quite a
go
few
watch one of his
free
videos.
shots.
Pick something that you see as interesting.
I'm glad that I was able to still get those tickets because I thought they were. It said it was the event was out, but like that was some bullshit. Sounds good in game now. Maybe we do it sometime tonight. Yeah, let me know. I'm in the middle of a game as you can see anyway. So just as long as you got me on your friends list, we're good.
And
should have ever.
Dispensary was one of the vendors.
Oh my god, yes, we got to do that.
Yeah,
remember
they
that.
gave us these coins that we bring in and
dollar pre-rolls.
Yeah, it was like a penny or something like that.
Penny pre-roll. Yeah, right, you're right. Penny pre-rolls.
Nah, I'm good. I don't even want to buy it. I appreciate the offer though. You can send it to me as a gift with some of your semen on it.
No, it was,
Well, that would be Hey, well, before you stop.
Yeah, that was pretty cool though.
Man.
And we got cigars.
oh yeah, we got
This GameCube
Infused cigars.
I got a rum Mr. Robo, whiskey. Which was the one that you got?
Apple cinnamon.
It's like a transformative experience. It's like a whole new way to
Apple cinnamon pie cigar.
You've been doing this, right?
Oh yeah, it was the apple pie moonshine.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we didn't, like, obviously we couldn't clip them and, you know, rain and stuff like that, but yeah. Oh, I still gotta, when you get a chance to send me your memo thing, I'll pay you $10.
Well, somebody, but I didn't.
Yeah, they were $10 each, but it was, or 3 for 20. So it was like.
So we got 3 for 20.
Yeah,
that was a really good idea. If we were gonna do it.
Watch it
yeah,
stretch.
because I was just gonna get one. He was gonna, I'm like,
stretch.
Or we just get her together and then there's the free one.
Yo, listen, I thought this was a good time, honestly. It's always great to hang out with you too. So.
Oh, we had a blast. We did
another thing we could look into. Oh my god, the EV convention that comes around. That's another one. Welcome.
And like you said, there's the food one near me.
Yep, there's another food one by you.
Museum in Queens.
Yeah, there's another food one by you.
There's like a ton of them. We'll look into them this week.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Welcome. I see you there.
Turned on his live stream.
Anyway, boom.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, I did actually. I did, and we got some Robo Taco action in there, and Mr. Robo in there as well. Yep, that was pretty cool. Hello, Queep Puffer, how you doing there, buddy? I see that you're messaging. You don't have your microphone on today.
That little suspend
what you were saying. Oh shit, I'm about to die. Hold on a second.
Now here's the next thing.
Out in the wild, Blaqksheep and I, our energy levels are about the same and feed off of each other.
Oh yeah, Mr. Awesome just sent something in.
Are you serious?
Yep.
There you go.
Holy fuck! It just expands it.
And there you go.
On my
native widescreen GameCube game in high
What happened?
and it looks amazing.
No, I meant
no loss of frame rate or anything.
Oh.
Tell us this. Hang on. Let me do a time attack here.
Go for
I've been working on 1970.
Thank you for showing me. I didn't know that.
Right.
No, man, yeah, I knew it was there, but I didn't think it was. I honestly thought it was.
No, not 1970.
What?
I did not get it.
Shit. Guys, this is ridiculous. So wait a second. Is there anything special about Wind Waker?
What's that?
Wind Waker doesn't have widescreen, but Soul Calibur 2 has the same thing. You go into the options of Soul Calibur 2 and you can switch it out to widescreen. And it doesn't warp the image, it's just native widescreen.
Dude, graphically it looks insane.
Blaqksheep,
right?
Yeah.
It looks insane.
Thanks for meeting up with us and
Yeah.
Basically looks like a Switch 2 game. Dude, I did not know that.
Enjoying the afternoon with you.
providing the thing to go to the food fest. That was like,
Absolutely. That was my pleasure. That was one of the fun times of the month. It's my birthday month anyway, so
Nowadays,
you know that's a good way to start out it.
unless like
What my hope is,
some like some emergency or something like that happens,
because it's just a game.
we're coming.
Awesome.
So if they can just because remember, F-Zero AX
Yeah, barring a funeral or some shit like that, we're gonna be there.
Cool. Yeah, it should be a good time. We're gonna break out the sound system and everything.
well, wait a minute. I wonder if the party. So there you go. That's fucking crazy.
And wow. You care about SoCal.
Yep. So count us in.
Awesome. That'll be cool.
So thank you for
We will have
Yeah,
quite
we're
a
just
few
flipping-
friends there.
We're just flipping the night with his daughter.
Yeah, like I said, it's a game that what it is. But what's really special
So say your phrases, alright.
it's by a group of people everybody
Well,
knows.
be
It's by a
pretty
company,
much
Jay,
out
that
there.
You adore,
Yeah.
but
Fuck you, Godfather.
this game.
You blow up.
And trust me, nobody knows.
Yes.
We
You
went into
dick.
the game, went to the credits, read through all the credits and discovered something really cool about it that
Damn it, you schlong.
Oh, dude, you've got a store set up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, if you guys don't know, the money ghost thing. If you've ever seen it on
Oh, looks like I just bombed the fuck out of him and killed him.
Do you want to explain what the
It wasn't my idea. It was
Yep.
like a.
I did it. I killed him. In the end, I killed him.
Oh, the backpack?
No, just like
Whee!
do you want to explain what money ghost is?
By the way, I wanna add to my Instagram as like one of those things that I like have on a bot on here
You ever play a bad game? You ever buy a bad
because I do enjoy
credit?
letting people know about that.
This is the ghost of the money wasted on a bad
Blaqksheep,
game.
don't crash.
That's what that is.
Yeah, sure.
It's the embodiment of bad.
Don't let your PC hear that.
Dead, it's gone. This is the ghost.
My beats is going to be just fine.
The ghost appears.
Sure, that's what you keep telling yourself.
There's an entire.
I haven't had any issues since I built it.
Racing episode, and it's majorly just like a cartoon, basically, of the ghost going through a bunch of games. And that was really difficult because every ghost is voiced by me. So it was just like.
I know the ghost shows up in the episodes too. It's fucking amazing. Dude, I just want to say to my channel, my friends are still there. You've been there for how many years?
Oh man, I don't even know. Now. It's been a really long time.
8-Bit Eric is still there, which I should probably take up. Game Chasers, I should take up. But Sly Fox Hound will always be here because he.
The Godfather.
Yeah, what's up?
Dude, thank you very much.
You should promote me on your stream. On your Twitch. You should put it as a person you should watch when you're not streaming.
What's crazy for him is like his career. I guess he's on Twitch, but he's got 1.1.
It's one of those like featured streamer things that you could add. It would help so much. Where you don't even need to say anything. It sits on the front end of your Twitch. I do that with some of my friends when they stream.
That's not as strong, but he has half a million. So that's pretty amazing to see.
We gotta go over it again.
I haven't talked to the game chasers since but to my knowledge, last episode I watched, I'm still the voice.
Oh yeah, guys, if you don't know, the voice of the Game Chasers is Shane. Do you want to do it really quick for us?
On today's episode of the Game Chaser.
There you go. Yay! Dude, this is wrong, by the way. It says I only have 13 million views on my channel. That's wrong.
There,
Dude, when they updated at some point in 2016, they deleted, and I'm not making this up, guys. They deleted like 27.
What did you do?
From my channel, and I've never seen it go back in.
Yeah, you have way more than that. I know that for a fact.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Anyways, dude, thank you for coming on the show. I appreciate it. And yeah, you should definitely come back.
Oh yeah. I want to come back because I need to go back to that ice cream place again. Ice cream's there. That's what got to do it. That's all I am, man.
Shaw's ice cream.
Yeah?
Yeah, dude. Come down. Come on the show.
Actually, yeah, I was in London going to the first store back for a big project that I'm working on.
Let me guess. You went and done the ice cream.
No, it was too out of my way. I really, really wanted to.
Dude, there's one in London.
Really?
Shaw's ice cream in London. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Now you know.
I was
Guys,
there.
guys, I'm not kidding. Guys, do you remember when I took Vapus on a date and we got ice cream?
Yeah, I remember the Vapus date.
So fucking much. Did you not bring a cooler and get stuff to go, or am I imagining?
I didn't, but I actually have a power cooler for up to 2 hours in the other direction. So yeah, that's not a joke. Dude. I actually have that. I will, and I will be getting. I am. Yes. Man, I'm not. You know, some people are like, oh, you bought the cooler, the power cooler for drinks and stuff. No, I got it right. I've actually. What I did. You think I'm joking? I'm not joking. I bought that ice cream. And I got, and here's the trick, okay? The powered cooler will reduce the temperature to, I think it's 7 or 10 degrees from where it starts. So in order to keep the ice cream cool, I bought a bunch of frozen peas, and I packed the ice cream in the frozen peas all around, stuffed it in the cooler, powered it on, and I drove, and it stayed super solid all the way till I got home. I'm the only person in my city that has this ice cream, because you can't buy it here. So yeah, I will do that. I am that kind of person.
He's got issues. Oh, you bet your ass I got issues.
I got ice cream issues.
Ice cream issues. I have ice cream issues. Oh my god, I
fucking love
fucking
ice cream.
Yo, I got another thing we can do. Ice cream food review. Ice cream food review, yes.
I like creamy ice. I'd rather have like a
this episode that we're working on.
nice,
Son of a bitch.
like
it's
more so
it's
like
gonna be
creamy
pretty
ice
cool.
cream
I'm
than
pretty
something that's just
excited
packed with
to
like
get on it,
cacao,
but
like all over the
Jay,
place flavor.
Dude, you gotta watch the latest episode about the Wizard because I know you specifically. Like it is something else. Like when you start to see it break down, it will put your mind. There's a book review in this video. I've never reviewed a book before.
No, I'm totally in, man. Thank you.
And yeah, we gotta play Mario Kart. I mean, because I don't have too many friends on the Switch.
I don't have any friends on Twitch too.
Well, you could technically have friends on the Switch. You technically you could.
Yeah, it pissed rain.
Well, no, I mean like connected on Switch or some shit. It's probably I'm just speculating here.
So I get to the
because I don't have a Switch or a Switch 2.
EB games.
Yeah.
EB again, which is incredible. And there's a
I got you.
Just throwing that out there.
Now,
I don't have it Switch.
I suspect that's the reason why I don't have any.
Yeah, I don't have friends that are on the Switch, on the Switch too. That I play with.
Blaqksheep.
A 30-year-old woman
Huh.
shows up who's
God damn.
pregnant, and she's gonna have her baby on Monday.
Oh boy.
Burp
Burp it.
Oh.
And we're on the road, like in the rut, and we're like, what are you doing?
Well,
Sit on
not
a
for
chair.
nothing,
She's
from
like,
what I
"No,
see,
sit
is
here."
people have not, like, have had pretty good
What do we
success
got going
just
on
finding
now?
them in
Raining
stock.
like I've never seen it before in town. We get soaking wet. I got my
I just don't have the money.
I got my umbrella, thank God. Dude, this pregnant
Well,
woman sat
and
on the
right
ground
now,
with
honestly,
massive waves.
it's
And
not,
so it was
it's
like-
really just
I was like,
a
this
Mario
baby is
Kart.
This is terrible.
Yeah, it is. That's
So,
why I
long
also-
story short, yes.
So if you're
it's
not,
raining
like,
so bad
die hard, ride or
that
die
everybody
Mario
was soaked
Kart
and
player,
miserable. We're talking like 50 people.
you know,
And
you wouldn't really be
thankfully,
using
the
it
guy
much
that runs
right
the
this
EB Games was like,
Oh,
"Holy shit,
definitely.
everyone get inside!" So we got inside, and,
So-
and he turned the heat on. He's a really nice guy. I forget his name, but yeah, that's what happened to us. And
you know, it's not worth like
he had our orders ready. It took like
putting
don't
on
think
credit
it
card or
works
anything,
going to
stuff
the
like
till.
that for something like you're
And,
not
it
really
was
going to
an
be
incredible
using until
experience.
there's
It was
like
fucking
games
awesome.
released that you want
Oh,
to
that's
play.
good. We
Plus, I
my-
don't
my
think
EB
450.
Games,
I
the
don't
guy
think it worked.
or the people that were running it.
I would
had-
say
I
350.
guess somebody had
at
just
least.
become the manager,
Well,
so they
you
didn't
know
know how
it's
to get
not
the code to work
going-
properly. So we were 30 minutes delayed selling a Key One Switch. So it took
Yeah, I
a
know
while.
it's not going to go down.
When it happened, it was quick. Everyone was like going too fast.
Well-
Yeah, a lot of time to just sit there and look back. They sell a lot of backpacks.
Dude, I wanted
When
to
you're
buy-
ready, I
said
can
to
see
them,
about like
I said to them, like, why isn't there more Switch
using
storage?
my
'Cause I would
neck
buy
to
one or something. It was like
get
double
a
to-
discount, and where it comes from, the sales tax is
Like,
less
dude,
than where you are.
I'll show you the thing that I thought that was
All right, like reach out to me and just DM me. Okay.
I think they gave me a card. Actually, it's over here.
I did want to see if any SC pop up as well. It's only been out for a few days.
What other than GameStop employees stapling screens?
Yeah, besides that.
But they gave me
Thank God.
What about it?
Dyslexia is hitting me hard right now.
You've been streaming for a bit. That can happen.
Like, because I remember when
the postcard, but it's like
help even with PC parts.
I can't say the word. It's on the tip of my tongue. Fucking commemorative.
Like, there's always some
Can't say
sort
the
of
word.
Commemorative?
Yes, commemorative. I can't say it.
There's always
I can't
some
I
say
can't
it.
say now too. Commemorative.
I can't do it. I've got.
Like,
I I got a stroke now. Remember, I can't do
Nah, my nose.
Well, I'm just thinking about cum.
Apparently the.
So, anyways, they gave me a cum cover, and it says like, hey, thanks for coming in 2025. They also gave me this.
Which I find hilarious.
You know, fine, thank you.
Wait, you got that from your games?
Yeah.
Rather.
I didn't get that. I didn't get anything. I didn't even get a bag.
I'd rather not get a 5090 when I have 4090 that's so much better.
No, it's not worth it. 100%. You're better off with this.
Switch 2.
Yeah.
And then they kicked my ass out of the store.
So that's why I said I'm going to wait a month.
I got nothing. I didn't get any.
What happens?
At least you got a clean screen cost. I would like to
But
remember to.
I'll get to my birthday month, so who knows? I might.
just something like that.
I know. The craziest thing is, you know, not to throw it in your face, but they gave us backpacks at the Nintendo event. They're worth $400 now.
Really?
Hang on.
Hello.
Commemorative.
Hello.
Thank you, commemorative.
Hello, you have to be.
So get this, when I was growing up, I don't know why, they handed me one in a bag, and then they handed me a second one. And they're like, have a good night.
Points,
So I went to the event,
points,
and they gave me two.
points.
I don't know why. I'm giving one to Zaylee in the chat here, and I'm just going to keep the second. Obviously, I'm not the type of guy to sell them, but...
I finally got the first flop, though.
US.
Okay. Speaking of Elden Ring, I talked to the SEALs earlier, and apparently y'all was playing, and somebody came in and was trying to start a conversation, and your SEALs ended up telling him to shut the hell up, so that y'all could hear each other in game.
I don't remember that happened.
What's the context of bringing this up?
I thought that the context of bringing it up was you mentioned the Elden Ring game. Omar talked to Robo and Coco about creating another game channel, and assuming I have enough notice, which, you know, I only need a day or two to post something so that people are able to see
I'm going to cut you off because I'm very well aware. I was the first person I was approached about this. The other person was not playing games.
I've been watching
So it could have been split off in the general chat.
Yeah, but here's the
Okay.
If
Can you imagine? He was like covering like on YouTube back in the 80s.
Party of people that want to play Elden Ring, and I'm able to give it a little bit of notice, I'll make it an event. And then if somebody comes in and disrupts the event, you can tell them to leave, and if they decide not to leave, I can time them out until the end of the event.
So there you go. Thank you.
Which solves that problem entirely.
We're up to 15 for the stream, so thank you very much.
Like I said, I don't remember him telling somebody.
I think we're going to say goodnight to Re-Res.
Thanks for the invite.
Also, not for nothing.
I see the coin. I didn't get
the excuse doesn't hold, but I'm not going to make an issue of it. Because I know when it happened and
all right, dude. Thank you very much, man.
Anyway.
Yeah, the reason I'm bringing it up is I think that's the best compromise for all involved. Yeah, if it's an event and somebody's disrupting the event, we can kindly ask them to leave.
All right, ladies and gentlemen,
because,
that was Re-Res
it's not
Re-Res.
just
Shade Re-Res.
It's not just one person they're disrupting. Yeah, it's everybody.
I completely agree. They can also, when people are playing something, they can also like, you know, put like a subtitle to the room and stuff.
I can't believe I still have 200
and
viewers at this time at night. I should just stream.
the way to what we could do, right? Because it's popular right now.
That's not what you say to the guests.
Create in, you know,
Nightbreaker.
there's a game. There's a couple game forums under the game category in the Discord, and one is like where it's not like a clan type thing, like organized, and put like, hey, who plays? And we can even, this is very popular, announce like, hey, if you're interested in playing, because this is optimized for multiplayer, you know.
Shout out to everybody that donated tonight.
Response to threats, right?
And there's also the reason I wanted another game chat is, yeah, Mario Kart just came out. That's going to be a very popular game. There's some other releases in the near future that are going to be dropping. And
I will see you at 11 a.m.
I totally agree. Like,
I love
there
you guys.
is
11
a
a.m.
thing
tomorrow.
of like,
Today, I should say.
you know,
we're gonna watch
I
the
won't
Xbox event
if it's going to be an event, I'll split the difference with you.
Phil Spencer's
I still think that we should just have like a general like gaming, right? Like we have now, but a secondary one. Maybe it's a
Thank
gaming
you, Astro
event
Zombie. I hope you're doing well. See you guys at 11.
channel.
Thank you, Banshee, for the $1.
You know,
Well,
I
mean,
love you guys.
Well, and that
I'll
makes
see you
it
guys
actually
at that.
easier where if a gaming event starts, right? They know exactly which room to go to. So they're not booting people who are in.
Thank you, guys. I love you all.
That may be
See you at 11 a.m.
You know,
Oh,
a
shit.
nice way to get around.
Sonic's
going
gonna
to
be last.
But, yeah,
Is it real? Nope.
we have
Sailing.
very few actual game events so far.
Well,
And-
there's a reason for that, but I'll take that
Hang on,
off.
I gotta do this. Zaylen
But
is the
yeah,
last person to
if
donate
it's not
tonight.
being actively
Zaylen.
used,
I don't think anyone's gonna beat you to it.
yeah, then
You're a
I think
legend.
it should be open
that
for anybody
Joy-Con
to
in
just
your
jump in
Have a
if
great night.
somebody else is using
Thank you,
the
Zaylen,
game.
for the last donate.
Yes,
Real
I agree
From
with
what I'm
that,
seeing
and
is
I'm
that there's
doing
already
a
two
little.
gaming rooms right now.
Zaylen, your bank.
Like,
Yeah,
there's
I would
gaming
say
rooms
that
and gaming
one
rooms too.
be for event, but I'm doing a massive overhaul. It's in draft right now of the rules, and there's going to be not just the no-nos and don'ts, but also to be, you know, informative and stuff like that. And that could be part of it. Like, there's two. One is also for events.
What is happening?
You know, so
all right, it looks
gaming
like
events will
Real Spoilers
happen
still
in
is
this
the last
room,
one.
so on and so
Huge
forth.
shout out to
You know,
Turbo Express.
Again, I'll talk to you about it because
Seals, thank you. I
always
got
feel
it.
like
I'm not
even
going
when
to sit here and
I've
do this
had
because
an
you guys
event,
are fucking
you go
crazy.
in and
We'll
like
be here until 5
people
in
are
the morning
like
with dollar donations.
in there,
I'll
like,
have a
you know,
heart
just
attack
like
and risk my
sharing
life
their
and eat a
screen, stuff like
giant
that, and
cookie.
you have to boot
Watch
them.
it stretch apart.
And that's always
Sonic,
like
thank
awkward,
you.
right?
Yeah, if we're going to do that, can we change gaming 1 to casual gaming and
I love you guys.
yeah, gaming 2
Astro
to
Zombie.
Gaming
Love you.
events? That
He's
way,
at-
yeah.
Yeah, one would definitely have
Thank you
their
guys.
event
You're gonna make me
to
fucking
it.
cry again.
Okay, and
Troll, I love you,
yeah,
Troll.
again, if
Thank
it's
you
not
very
being
much for
used
that,
for
my friend.
events,
You are a
then,
legend.
Yeah, I don't
Thank
think
you,
it should
Seals.
be,
Real
online.
Well, it
spoilers.
could be put in there,
Guys,
like if no one's using it, feel free
thank
to
you
use
guys.
it. But
I
do
love
realize
you. I'm
if
out of here.
There's an event.
I'll see you guys tomorrow.
It will, yeah, and I would put that in the.
You're very
'cause, like,
kind
the
to
way
me,
I'm-
guys. I
I'm
appreciate
completely
you so much.
overhauling.
Love you.
And also the rules are
Ammo,
going
I
to be
love
organized
you.
in
Fat
like
Joe, thank you.
sections.
I'm getting out of here now.
Because I also want it to
Holy
be
shit.
informative. Like, you're interested in this. This is how you do it. You know what I mean? Not just like the no-nos. You know what I mean? The don'ts. Like, I want it to be like there's a section
Good
about
go.
like
I love you guys.
event hosting, and
Thank
it
you.
references you, and you know what I mean.
Thank you, guys. Stop. Thank you.
It's
I'll see you tomorrow.
and
Thank
I'm
you, Troll.
putting in
Thank you,
sections so that
Turbo.
way people can easily find
Thank
what they're
you, guys.
looking
I'm
for.
leaving. I love you.
Sounds smart. Oh shit. Oh wait. Here,
Stop.
exit battle. My
Real
bad. I'm gonna
spoilers.
exit this battle. Sorry.
Can I just say this?
I
Can I just
am
say this?
very much.
I'm the
That
only
was
person on the
ADHD
internet
out of my.
on YouTube. Thank you, Dino. Dino, I
Now,
love you.
tomorrow,
too.
accept the invitation.
Guys,
You are
I'm
not
the
missing
only
it.
YouTuber who begs you to stop
Invite the
donating
group.
to me.
We
Phil,
are
you see
not.
what happens
We got
when
this.
the community actually
Just
likes you.
So
Phil, this is what happens when your community actually likes you, Phil.
There is a
I can't even leave.
how should I put
I
it?
feel bad. I'm gonna miss a chat, guys. Seriously.
Dude, hold on, let me check
You
this.
belong in my pussy.
Oh my lord.
What the fuck is that? Wait a minute. Hamo Stat says just the tip. Thank you, Hamo. Guys, seriously. I love you guys. I have to go. I love you. Stop. You know, you guys are fucking crazy. We're now at 25 members for the stream.
You ready? That's our boy JKB. Currently going in.
Phil, this is what happens when your community actually gets something out of your show.
Let me
Phil.
see.
This is what happens. Phil.
Okay, you are ready.
Love.
Wait,
You love
sweet.
them, they love you.
My bad about that, by the way. I got stream, but it seems that the stream you were listening to with face cam on the bottom left. Yeah,
Anyways,
but
guys,
at top of that, it sounded like you had a Discord moderator meeting. Oh my God, yes. You are 1000% correct, Count Smerald. You are hearing everything correctly. You like, I gotta give you one of these. I know no one else will hear it, but you'll hear it.
What the fuck?
You get an applause. You get an actual applause. So yeah.
Zayland.
By the way, that little thing down in the bottom left over there, that's only for friends that are like certain stream. I only do that for certain streamers. Certain like, and I absolutely would rep
Somebody sent me an
JKB all day. Like no joke.
Dude, somebody sent me an email for $1,600.
All right, Robo, check your
Guys,
DM.
I can't show it on screen. I don't have the ability, but somebody just sent me $16,000. This is insane.
Happened with.
Thank you, guys.
Wow,
I'm kidding. Thank you.
map is insane looking right now.
Nobody sent me
That's it. What am I listening to? Yeah, that's JKB, and he.
all that red stuff on your screen?
Huh?
Thank you.
Oh shit! Thank you for reminding me about that. Oop.
Are you hacking?
No. No, you fucking weirdo. Are you hacking? You are, so yes, you are. Yeah, you can get away with it too, can't you?
Single player game yet?
I am the military laureate. I come here bearing a tank, and I speak like breaking your knees.
Thank you, Wood. Living legend, boss man. Thank you, guys.
Fuck you.
I appreciate all of you. Thank you. Have a good night, guys. I'm gonna really try to go. Thank you, Real Spoilers, for being the last. I love you. Thank you, guys.
Rex, I do not speak for the trees, but I am here to collect your knees. Let's fucking go. Yo, I'm just gonna say, like, anybody ever interested in, we lost that dance? Yeah, we did. Oh, I know, I saw that. Trust me. I'm very aware of that one. That's insane that we lost it so quickly. Bye.
No.
Right. Hey yo. Somehow destroyed them.
Okay.
We need to stop them from getting on it. Wow, they're on top of it already. I'm telling you, I don't understand how they're getting on it so quickly. What is the group that we got going on right now? Oh. Oop, nope. Dingus. Oop. Hello.
Hi, Elmar.
Hey, what's up, Omar?
All the mods coming in here tonight.
Hey.
Omar, I feel the same way. Funko Land was great. Oh, he left.
God damn it, Elmar.
Then what's happening? We're about to lose it. We're about to lose it. Yeah, I would hope that we would get to like 700 to 600 maybe. Before we lose the last one. The next one, I mean. It'd be nice not to do that. Alright, what are we gonna listen to next? Let's see. What else are we gonna... Oops, Shiza. Every time I told everybody the same thing. It's always the same shit. Where are we at with this?
Blaqksheep, I've appointed myself the official random narrator of your live stream.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
So that
makes the leaf gold.
Yeah, it's...
each them.
Go. Get that order. Very cool. Let's go with. We need. That is not what we were.
Y'all look at this. This is crazy. This is happening right now. Look at this. It's supposed to be a first world country. You got out there people acting like fucking apes. It's embarrassing. This is crazy. What is going on? What is this? What is this shit? They're just random cars. What is this? Like, that's just that's a regular ass car. Like, as far as I know, like, this is a regular ass car. He just sitting here doing this. And by the way, even if it's not, he didn't know that. Look at this. Undercover? Maybe it is, maybe it's not. Yeah, arrest him. Yeah, he's not discriminating. Well, you could put this dude in jail. Like, this is the thing. Why is this guy not being arrested? He's openly attempting to kill federal agents in LA. And you don't even know about this shit. They're actively looking for this guy throwing rocks. Really? Well, which one? There's 50 fucking guys.
Hey, Omar, what's up, man?
What the fuck is the police? So you got this. Look. They actually went and turned this shit into it. Just shoot them? I'm gonna be honest. You sitting there throwing bricks at people and they shoot you, I say that's a rip bozo. You should not be throwing bricks at cars.
So what are you up to?
Throwing bricks at cars? Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, it's a fuck around and find out situation. A self-defense? Yeah. It's attempted murder? Yeah. Like, I don't know how we let this shit happen. Like, this is not a big deal.
I'm Giovanna Lala. You're taking a live look at one of the protests.
This is from yesterday. I want to go to the ones from today.
Yeah.
Because there's more of them. Obviously, like there's a whole new one. Stuff on new one. And this is 2 hours ago. Here's another one. Let's get it.
My magazine's empty. Reloading.
You ain't never gonna see this shit happen in Texas? Probably happen in Austin. They probably have this shit happen in Austin. But what is this? I mean, aren't these emergency vehicles? At least some of them? This is nuts. We've seen this? We've seen part of this. No, this is the same thing as we looked at before, but it's a different one. Yeah. Do you think this could resort in civil war or civil unrest? No, not at all. I think this is a problem. They could solve this problem in 24 hours. Like this is a 24-hour solution. But they just don't want to do it. Easily, yeah, easily.
You're taking it over.
Time left over. It's a GTA 6 car? Yeah. People don't realize an insane minority of people doing this? Yeah. Well, that's the problem, is that, like, you have this one, like, in my opinion, I think this is, like, pretty much a single-digit minority.
Count Smerald, I see you doing fucking well right now, man. Let's go.
Like, how do you let these people run wild? Yeah, this is nuts, man.
Go Count Smerald. Do you play PlayStation? What are you guys? What are you running on? I wonder what you're running on. What systems? Xbox, PC, PlayStation.
Yeah.
Come on, E.
See, they go and
Count Smerald is actually playing with me right now. Although, Enlisted. So one of my viewers.
The performance of their duties will be arrested and swiftly prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. Where are they? Where are the prosecutions then? Where are they? When? Like tomorrow? Like
Omar.
next year? Like this is
Question.
insane. This is third world country.
Yeah,
bullshit.
you play PC?
Exactly. Crazed leftist tries to block. Look at this. Look at
A
this.
little bit.
We can't watch that. I don't want to watch
Try
that.
this out.
Over. But like, I mean, honestly,
Free
this
game.
is insane. Like you're trying to get
It's
in front of a car
Enlisted.
like this. And I gotta tell you, I don't have any.
Was like a first-person game?
FPS, yeah. Check out my stream real quick. You'll see.
This is insane.
I'm actually on the ground right now.
You have to
instead of being in a plane.
Put them in fucking jail. He survived. You can't win them all.
Go on your
What's
channel.
this?
All of this is playing out right now where our ground camera is.
Look at this.
We're going to have to get through this.
Oh, here we go.
Two of those SUVs are now essentially going around.
Yeah, those looks like
nuts,
old school Call of Duty.
This is crazy.
Seeing one of the doors open.
Yeah, they got
What is this?
ways to actually. You're on a PC.
We're right now seeing
Awesome.
agents with
Count Smerald is on the PC.
and they're trying to make way.
Trying to find more people to play
Kidnappers not protesting.
one
Yeah,
game
bro, this is not like
as
it.
well,
This is the problem, is
like a space sim
it's really
called
this
Elite
is not a
Dangerous.
protest. Like whenever you're getting,
Gotta get more
whenever you're
people involved
destroying
on
property or
that.
throwing bricks at people, and
Yeah,
like, you know,
don't
fucking
get it
getting
on
in
my
the street,
console.
making
Yeah, no
sure people
console.
can't drive.
Recording that.
This isn't a protest anymore.
It's
Like,
also
this was a
not
protest.
crossplay,
Now it's not.
obviously.
Yeah.
And so that you got even more of this.
God, it's annoying. That's
A vantage point that we
Look
would
at
not
this.
have without having helicopters during the sky. Look at this, Austin.
Mexican flags?
Mexican flags, the line of law enforcement agents there
Yep.
during this face-off.
Can you imagine how fucking annoying this is if you're trying to drive home? Holy shit!
Appears to be a face-off.
Yeah, and it's tough to tell.
Look at this.
From a distance, but it looks to be the color of the sheriff's deputies that are creating that wall over there. Looks like they're trying to create a.
How long do you think a police or
human
person crashes
barrier
out and a protester gets shot? Well, that's what's scary, right? Is like, in my opinion, I this is what I support, right? I mean, obviously, I don't want them to run people over, right? But I support self-defense. I think that if you assault a police officer with what could be a deadly weapon, you should expect a proportionate response of force. I see no reason that us as a society
Wait, why can't I choose
morally
anything?
or ethically tell police officers
What the fuck
you
is
have
going
to
on?
take bricks being thrown at you. That is outrageous. Nobody should have to tank a brick. Nobody should have this happen.
Welcome.
Hey, look, it's sealed.
So sealed.
Where am I supposed to do? Yeah, no, I get it, but like, I don't want to see people get hurt, right? I mean, I can make a joke or say some bullshit, right? But like, I don't actually want to see this happen. But the reason why it happens is because nothing else happens. Like the escalation.
I don't know why.
It would have never gotten to this point if these people had gotten arrested right as soon as they started popping off. The problem is that they haven't gotten arrested. They've been able to just kind of run wild and with no consequences do this stuff. I'm surprised no one's gonna try yet. Yeah, exactly. Right? And so that's really the issue. No one wants anyone to get hurt, but if you're right-minded, you got to take people in their lives more seriously. If they find themselves in front of a moving vehicle, yeah, exactly. This is the new normal unless they get arrested. Exactly. Yeah, and I live in LA, and the people organizing these riots with buses or giving instructions to people how to get weapons and Facebook websites, it's extremely funded. Well, the problem is, like, so if it's so funded, why can't the FBI figure out who's doing it? Why can't they? If there are instructions of getting weapons to go
were you in
to
that
like
race
a protest
too, or no?
on Facebook, why can't they find out who's doing that on Facebook and arrest them?
Yeah, I definitely feel like
right?
There's something wrong with this game right now. This game got like buggy. Because now I can't choose anything.
Dread was in the race, so that means Dread got a Switch too already.
Did he?
I think so.
I don't know. I don't really care.
Let's see, yeah, your team was I need to restart the game. Yeah, I'm gonna have to restart the game.
Yeah, I'm trying to unlock all the lockables right now. I don't really have much time. I've just been kind of laying on it.
Yeah.
I was going to do the Elden Ring thing with you, Daco, but I just kind of mentally prepared myself for work today.
Yeah. I feel ya. I feel ya. Right. Yeah, at some point.
Motorcycle in this game. Go ahead.
No, you good. I'm just thinking to myself out loud. Here we go. Back to it. No, dude, you can talk. I'm just talking to myself right this second. I'm just blabbing.
Oh, I don't have anything to say.
I'm just playing 1979 Black Friday Revolution.
What?
Oh,
it's a game.
What do you do? Trample people in a mall or something?
It's a game that it actually is a game about something that happens in 1978.
Oh, you're talking about the Iranian Revolution, 1978.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. I see.
Yeah, I would try not to say because it can get into a very sensitive topic.
Okay. So we can't talk anymore about things?
No, it just I know some people don't because of what's going on right now.
Yeah, a lot of things are going on. If you don't talk about it, that doesn't mean that it's not going to happen and not happening.
I know.
Okay, I also live in America where we have the freedom and the right to have free speech.
Yeah.
And I'm highly against the censorship of the speech of oneself. So, yeah.
Interesting aside about the Iranian Revolution. One of my cousins is engaged to an Iranian American Jew whose parents fled the transitional government because they were Jewish, and they had to escape because they were both doctors. One was a cardiothoracic surgeon, and I forget what what the other one's specialty was, but yeah, they fled across the mountains into Iraq, and then from there made their way to the UK, then to Canada, then to the United States.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Damn.
The game is actually, it's mainly I would say it's like kind of like a walking simulator to its sense, but it's also you get to interact around with stuff. You actually tell the story. You're basically playing a photographer named Reza Razi, and it's actually pretty cool. I actually live streamed it on my channel.
Actually, I might be interested in playing it.
What's it some that you want to play on? Yes, it's on. It's in its web pricing for Android, Xbox, and Windows.
Well, I can play it on any platform.
Here we go.
Yeah, I can send you a link to the stream.
I remember seeing that game come out a little bit ago.
Yeah, it came out back in 2016.
So it's like basically a game about how much the revolution sucked, basically.
It basically tells the story of a photographer who actually took pictures and everything. There's actually actual pictures from that time in the game. When you're taking pictures and everything, and you're actually doing collectible.
Oh yeah,
stuff.
based off history.
Yeah, it's based off of the history and everything, so it shows actual photos, they're collectibles.
Where are we gonna blow up? Where are we blowing up? What spot?
There are
what spot are we blowing up? What do we need to shoot?
People actually telling about stuff that happened, and it's I honestly love the game. I'm not. I like games that are based on true stuff.
Right.
Because I also love my true story movies. I basically love anything like that because you get to
bombs on them.
You get to see something that you don't get to hear or see about often, and you wouldn't know about unless you were to either watch a movie that's actually based on a true story, or if you were to play a game that's based on a true story. Like, for example, I was telling Gecko about the game The Town of Light and everything by LK Games, and I let Gecko read the Wikipedia article about it, and I told him basically what happens, what it's based off of, and
it's
a
job.
dark fucking thing. And
Got 2 and 2, so we're gonna fire upon these locations.
But it's also really nice to
Alright, but that second one I'll get my hands on.
Because it's like, you would never hear about stuff that happens if people can either make a movie or a video game based on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Town of Light, it's actually based on true shit that actually
Bing,
happened.
bing.
In the
There you go. More bombs up in there. Oh, someone's shooting at me.
Town of Light.
I'll send you, yeah, Town of Light. Yeah, I'll send you the, yeah, if you look at the Wikipedia article, I'll also do this. Give me 1 second.
Let's see how far we can go.
I'm not going to send this out. I'm just going to take a picture and send it to you, Omar.
Okay.
The reason why Wire Production and everything actually created
I killed myself like an idiot.
Well, published the game. LK created the game, but Wire Production published the game, so...
Let's see how we do on this one.
This is from their Blaqksheep. So I did send you a picture. and everything on the reason why they created the game. So, yeah. But yeah, it's dark in everything. Game is dark. It's a walking simulator, of course. But you get the
What the fuck?
speed stuff and everything that you've heard about, but you actually don't. You never actually thought you would actually see like a video game. And I can see why they did it in video game, because in the movie and everything, somebody's just going to watch a movie and they're just going to be like, oh, okay. Not really, they're just watching it. They're not actually getting immersed into it, so by having to play it.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, Town Light right now is only $19.
Yeah.
Well, that sucked.
Yeah, once you're done reading that Dick Right Sense, let me know. Because I like what they did with it. That should me though.
Attention! Get ready to jump!
Oh yeah, I read it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like developers like that that make experiences like that.
Yeah. And plus, like I said, they created a Safe in Our World, which is a video game mental health charity.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It's a dark game, but it's a beautiful game.
They have another game called Martha's Dead.
Yeah. And that actually, it's not based on true stuff, but it does take place in an era that is actually true.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Oh my god, I got the final trophy of 1979
Nice.
Revolution.
Nice.
Yes. I can delete that off my system. Well, not off system, but off my hard drive. Like, my external hard drive. I've been slowly going through all my games and getting rid of the ones I want to 100% complete.
They have this game called Firescape Interactive Murder Mystery.
Wait, who does?
But that's a VR game. Never mind.
Wait, who does?
The people that did 1979.
Nice.
I gotta say, this is one of my most favorite levels, the movie theater level in Mario Kart.
Oh yeah, I loved it. It was so cool.
Yeah, it's sick how they made it like the black and white ribbon flash, like it's just cool how they did it.
Oh yeah, and like how you like fly into the movie screen.
Yep. And then you come out of it like it's like a portal or something. Isn't it like Boo's Castle or something like that? Boo's Movie Theater. That's what it's called.
Yep. I really like it. I think they can. I feel like they can add more, tracks to it. Like since it's like the open world, they can like place more tracks in the area.
I'm pretty sure they'll make DLC. Hopefully they do something like Deluxe 8 where they had like a shitload.
Like the old school maps.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm confused. When you push the A button when the 2 comes, is it like halfway through the 2 or right at the end of 2?
Honestly, I can never get it right. I just like randomly get it right.
I had it.
It's like near the second and third. I know, but like not exactly.
Because I got it right a shitload of times last time, but then I can't. You see, I'm pushing steps, so I can't hear the fucking sound that Jay was talking about.
Oh, by the way, if you want to look at more wire production games, I'm gonna send you a link to their Steam page.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say if you want to learn more about Hardwired.
Wait, Warhammer 40. When the fuck did I get this?
It's so funny you mentioned that. I was like, what great idea.
God, Beneath actually looked like an amazing game. And it's by Smell 101. I've never heard of them, but it actually looks like a... It kind of gives me... I've never heard of them, but wire production is public kingdom. I cannot wait for Karmic Dark to release their physical edition in like 1 day. Because I'm just gonna go.
It looks like a good game. It's made by Campbell 101.
Yeah, it looks amazing. Karmic Dark World, I know it's going to be a great game. I played demo, and it's mainly a walking simulator, but it is released by Polar Studio.
Yo, tell them about that game that we saw yesterday on the fucking the game that I showed you guys. Was it ILL or was it LII? That zombie game.
I don't remember a zombie game.
Remember the game that kicks the baby zombie at the end?
Oh yeah, I remember that. I don't remember the name of the game. Floaty's Son, it's a walking simulator as well.
I think it's LII or is it ILL? I think it's one of those two.
It's one of
those. It was just a 3-letter word.
Yeah. Also,
you guys got check that game out.
Yeah, Those Who Remain is also a good one. That was ML's 101, like very first game. Tin Heart is a puzzle game. The Last Worker is actually a really great game. Tiny Troop for Joint Op, XL, and Gridlock. I have not played, but
I think I have Tin Hearts. I'm not sure if I have
Tin Hearts is actually fun. I like it. The Last Inuwa is actually a game I played.
I'm gonna check my Epic Games Store. I think I got that for free.
Yeah. I will say that Deliver Us the Moon is a really great game. Deliver Us Mars takes place about 10 years afterwards, but unfortunately Wire Production did not publish it, so there was no physical copy for it. But then there's also Deliver Us. There's also one more coming out. Deliver Us Home is the next one coming out, and people are like, I kind of talked to the developers asking if they will do a physical copy of Deliver Us Mars.
David, push him
There's
back.
no promises, but if there's enough warrant for it, they may be able to do it if they get enough sales on. Yes, they're still selling Deliver Us Moon and Deliver Us Mars, even today, which I love. Because they are great games, yet they're mainly walking simulators. But you also have some puzzles you gotta do in them, you gotta hardcore a little bit in everything. But they are really beautiful games. And they tell a story that a lot of other companies will tell.
Don't let him advance!
Wire Production publishes really great games. And the developers they hire on make amazing games. Like, I'm kind of chilling for them, but I'm gonna chill for them until they fuck up.
That was weird. Didn't turn around.
Gory Cuddly Carnage, I love because what's fun about Gory Cuddly Carnage that at least on Steam, they're Safe in Our World skin pack. If you were to buy this Safe in Our World bundle, you actually all that money that they get and everything from the game actually goes into the charity, and you don't see a lot of it. Yeah, if you buy it on Steam, please. And you don't, like I said, you don't see I don't think I've ever seen another gaming company actually start up a charity due to one game. And
why we're not fucking game.
And then have their game be like, hey, we're going to have the games and everything, and we're going to have the special pack that if you buy these ones, the money actually goes to charity. You don't get a single of that penny. I wish more game companies would do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wire Production, thankfully not. They actually, they release, quote, what are they? NFTs, quote, NFT, but instead of them being like actual NFT, they're just download thing that you download, and they're free. You don't have to buy them, so they're like worth nothing.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold up, I'm gonna send it to you in DMs, Omar.
Okay.
Like, they're called the No Fucking Thanks, vacate NFTs.
It's a trap, don't open it. He's gonna send you a dirty video.
No. It's hilarious because it's like they also have a sticker it's like a flipping off thing.
And Smerald, I think this might be my last one for the night. I'm getting late. I've been up really early today.
Like, they have a sticker for it as well. It says NFT on it, and it's a flipping off emoji. Yeah, I know, right?
I'm thinking of freaking playing Elite Dangerous. Yeah, Couch Schmerl, definitely look into Elite Dangerous. It's it's good. It's Space Sim, but don't buy it on console.
Hey, you don't have to pay a single penny for those NFTs. You're buying them, but you're not having to pay. They're also worth nothing. They've already lost value before you even buy them. Yeah.
It's 0 and you
Motherfuckers.
as many as you want.
Yeah.
Godfather, I'm gonna give you an NFA.
No, you're not. You're not gonna give him a firearm.
No, I said NFA. That's not a firearm.
Sure.
The NFA is the National Firearms Act.
Oh, 'cause I was gonna say it's non-refundable ass.
Oh. Well, there you go.
Because of non-refundable token, because you talk about NFT.
I thought you were gonna say it was non-fuckable ass.
I thought you were gonna say it's NFTs, non-fungible tits.
That could work too. One of my friends actually designed non-refundable token. He left his job that he was for. He was for the NFL Network.
Care for it over
for 15 years.
Yeah?
Okay, making $100 an hour. This dude left, right? Fucking, he goes do the non-refundable token like thing because he thought it was gonna be the new hype to make money. Dude lost his job in like 2 months.
Holy shit.
Damn.
And he couldn't get his job back at fucking NFL.
So he gave up all that money. That's sad.
He thought that he was gonna make money going to work for a company that makes NFT.
Yeah, no.
Dude, you can never make money off shit like that unless you're the one ripping.
They were like, "This is the future." No, he was designing them for a company, and he was promised like all this money and everything. I was like, "Dude, don't take it," and he ended up losing his apartment, all kinds of shit.
Well, everybody, I'm gonna take off for the night.
Sleep well.
Yeah.
You have a good night.
Bye.
Guys, I'll see y'all later.
Later, dude. But he doesn't have good work ethic, so like.
Alright, everybody on the stream side. Thank you, dude. Hey, Ken Sparrow, thanks for coming and hanging out. I appreciate that. That was awesome. And yeah, I feel it. EVE Online is a little bit too much on it for me. So I stuck to Elite US. Hey, yeah, come and play this again when I come in when I play again. Yeah, you know. I'm trying to get up to a certain level. You've been playing you for 20 plus years. Oh Jesus. Yeah, that's definitely a dedicated EVE player right there. 110%. But yeah, I appreciate you being here, and we're gonna head off for tonight. So thank you all for being here. Hit that thumbs up button, maybe follow. And if you've watched the video, then thank you for being here as well. We will see you tomorrow. Alright? Ken Smile, thank you for being here. Hey everybody, have yourselves a great night. Peace out. Enjoy the rest of your night.